Welcome, everyone. It's good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday. Mine's about to get fantastic. It's an oak leaf kind of night, folks. Just cracked open the bottle. We're going to have some fun tonight, okay? Uh, so, um, yeah. So, I created a poll. Shut up, Cherry. In community. And let me go ahead and share that real quick. Um, all right, so here, I asked, do you feel disappointed with my channel? And you had to vote. You don't give out, you had to vote whether or not, it says here, I don't give out free Chick-fil-A and you hate me for it. Or I don't eat Chick-fil-A on my streams and you hate me for it. Okay. I just want to be very clear about something. Okay. Just trying to make a point. The great Mark Twain once said that if voting mattered, they wouldn't let you do it. So just trying to prove a point here. The vote was 77% that I don't give out free Chick-fil-A. Your votes mean dick to me. Anyways, moving on. So the the announcements I have to make tonight, okay? It's not nothing major, okay? I realize I haven't really been talking about any of the cases that I've covered. The only one with any real updates right now is the Suzanne Morphew case, which I will do a deep dive into that because there's some major things, and other channels have been talking about it. I just haven't talked about it yet because it's not exactly news considering that it's been a couple days. But I will do a deep dive into that soon, very soon, actually. I'm planning on sometime tomorrow or Sunday, hopefully. But okay, see, before I get into that, let me explain the Chick-fil-A. I keep seeing those comments that people have never had Chick-fil-A. All right. Let me explain what Chick-fil-A is, okay? Chick-fil-A is, to say the least, a Christian-run fast food chain. So Christian that they close on Sundays. They're always closed on Sundays in observance of it being a holy day, I guess. And if you don't know what Chick-fil-A is, if you've ever heard of the second coming of Christ, when Chick-fil-A came to earth, that's when it happened. Okay. It's already here. He's come back in the form of the best and most delicious chicken that you will ever eat in your entire life. This is a fact, folks. Okay. Google it. It's absolutely 100% true. Just so you know. See, Cherry and I have this debate. She believes that Chick-fil-A sandwiches should have extra mayo on them. This is the thing about these chicken sandwiches. They are served to you It's, dude, I'll show you right now. Like, it is just plain. It's just, and 2 pickles on the bottom here. Like, that's it. No sauce, nothing. No sauce. You know why? Because it's perfectly seasoned and cooked chicken. Perfectly. There's no, it's like a steak. Like if you cook a steak correctly, there's no need for A1 or any type of condiment to go on it. Okay. Chick-fil-A chicken is the same thing. Leo, get out of here. You don't get none of that. Hold on. The dogs are about to eat all my food. Can't have that. No. So no, yeah, you don't need any type of sauce for Chick-fil-A. Okay. Cheers. And so, yes, and there is also a missing persons case. And his name is Timmy Dees. And I'm trying to get into contact with the mom because she's actually pretty vocal. Yeah, you better do it tomorrow, Cherokee girl, because you can't do it Sunday. All right, so platform boots, I'm with you on that. Like the steak that I made last night. Okay, I put like real butter, but thick cubes of butter as I broiled it, and dumped garlic, like minced garlic, all over the top. It was heaven. It was delicious. So yeah, I agree with you. Anyway, yes, so I'm trying to get in contact with the mom because I'd like to have her on, and not enough people are talking about this case. So I'm going to do that one. I'll probably do the Morphew thing with this one, and I'll probably use the Morphew thing as clickbait just to make people more aware of this one. So, you know, whatever. And as you can see, Cherry is sharing his information here. This is why Cherry is the greatest mod of all time. So this is a very, very thorough description of Timmy D's, and we are Cherry, shut up. And we are going to go over every possible detail available. Yeah, he's been saying that for months. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do what we've been doing lately tonight. We're gonna do a little bit of everything. We're gonna do a little. We're gonna do a little white boy. We're gonna also do a little BHB. Congratulations. All right, so let's okay, so guess who right now, let's stream this person a little bit here. Okay, now as you guys know, I have said in chats and publicly, and I mean it, I will not be discussing the Summer Wells case until there is an update. I think we have shared her information for months and months and months. There are plenty of other people talking about it. I just cannot contribute to the stew, that the YouTube stew of shit that's being made of that case at this point. It's awful. Like, there's just too much garbage being talked about with that case. And I can only counter that with logic so much, you know, to the point to where I'm just simply repeating myself on a constant basis. I can't. Wow, Cracking Cases, yeah, man. Good on you, dude. Because Cracking Cases has done some great work regarding that case. And at this point, man, you know, I got to be honest. I just don't feel that it is productive anymore. You know, I just simply don't. Um, okay, so um a little bit will be taking off. Uh, they will be ascending towards who gives a fuck. So just announcing the departure, and I hope you have a comfortable flight, and fuck off.
And that's what I said on my live. That's what I told Daisy. You know, I
So
was
you
like,
got this guy.
as creators, when someone tells us a story, we have to first be skeptical of the story. And then you build in you have to build the evidence that this is a real story.
Okay, so you don't have any evidence, dude. Okay, so this guy's channel blew the fuck up because he happened to talk to this Jose guy, right? This Jose guy, as I've said before, he means absolute shit to me. Anything that he says means absolute shit to me. I don't take I don't put any type of currency into anything that guy has said. As a matter of fact, I haven't even listened for him much. I didn't listen to this interview because it's just some guy who is riding their couch, and it doesn't make any sense that I would sit here and think that the guy is credible, especially since he started this interview basically saying that he was institutionalized for mental health issues. Now, that's not to say that he's not a credible personality. That's not to say that he's a bad person. That's not to say that he's capable of doing bad things. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if I were a jury, it would go to credibility if one of the attorneys were like, trying to discredit him on the stand and say, okay, so you spent time in a mental institution. Did you not? Right there, I'm going to go, because when I look at these cases, I try to think of myself as a juror. I try to place myself in the position of being a juror. That's how I do this. That's my method for being a responsible YouTuber. So when I think about that, okay, like, I picture this guy sitting on the stand, and then one of the attorneys is like, so you have a history of mental illness? Oh, yes. And you've been institutionalized for this? Yes. Okay. Well, no further questions, Your Honor. Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
You know, you just don't say, "Oh, this is real." With fake Rose Bly.
This dude.
I mean,
this fucking true crime sleuth fucking genius, right? He's there in Tennessee, and and he's talking about how the BTK killer, BTK stands for blind, torture, and kill, because he would blind his victims or blindfold them. No, dude. It's bind, torture, kill. He had a fetish for for um, bondage. That's why they called him bind, torture, kill, bro. Okay.
Scorpio, it's
Where is she going?
unmute thyself, Marissa. Unmute.
This lady does not give a fuck about the quality of her live streams either.
Oh, there you are.
Like she has literally
Am
gotten
I here?
Yes.
That girl since
she has literally gotten up in the middle of a stream, taken off, and been like, and without anybody on panel either. Oh shit, my laxative just kicked in, and then she goes, leaves the live up, and going to go take a dump, to drop a deuce. Like seriously, dude.
Impossible for me to be a narcissist.
What?
Impossible.
It's impossible for you to be a narcissist.
That's fine.
It's not impossible.
I don't even know who you are, but yeah, get out.
I mean,
Run,
look,
call me.
Just get out.
Now she's kicking
Yeah,
people out of her chat for a
narcissist.
change. Okay. It is not impossible. It is not impossible to call you a narcissist because now I'm not saying she is one because I'm not a mental health professional. I can't diagnose her with a certain condition. I can't do that. I'm not qualified to do that. But if you look at the symptoms of what a narcissist is, let's actually do that for a second. Let's explore that. Symptoms of narcissism. Let's take a look, shall we, folks? Warning signs. All right. Talking or writing about wanting to die or to kill oneself. Okay, I haven't seen her do that. Looking for a way to kill oneself, such as, these are suicide indicators. Like, hello, that's not, those are suicidal characters. I don't want those. No, man. No, bro. Okay, hold on. That's borderline personality disorder. No. Narcissistic personality disorder. Okay. Why is nothing coming up? That's really weird. Okay, symptoms. Here we go. Okay. All right. So listen up, folks. And yes. Thank you for posting that, Cherry. Symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder include, and it does require, this reminds you that it does require a medical diagnosis. And I am not qualified to do that. But symptoms include an excessive need for admiration, disregard for others' feelings, and an inability to handle any criticism, and a sense of entitlement. People may experience grandiosity, callous and unemotional traits, disregard for others' feelings, excessive need for admiration, or social isolation. Okay. So it's quite possible that you would be considered a narcissist, and quite possible that a medical professional could diagnose you with these things based on what we know about you so far.
I want to see her reaction. I loved it.
Somebody took this link. I don't know who it is.
Grandiosity. Thank you for
Who's
correcting
Wendy
me.
McDonald?
No clue.
I don't know you. I'm sorry. It would be nice if people asked kindly like you did. Educated opinion. I thank you for asking before jumping on.
Because
it's kind of like
obviously what
inviting
she's
yourself
doing here.
to,
Let's take a
you
look.
know, if me and Justin had
Let's take a look.
cocktail
Oh,
hour.
what
we were
is
trying to
this
catch
right
up.
here? What is this right here?
Just coming
Yeah,
down the
I'm
city.
sorry. Like, yeah, I just
See those
wanted to
little
like,
blue
I
things? You
because I
can't
had
really
talked to
read
some of
them,
the same people
but
Justin
if
had.
you
I
take a
just wanted to like
screenshot
chit chat
right
about
now
that for a minute
and then
talk
blow it
about
up,
the horrible.
you'll
Excuse
see
me,
that
blessed
right here
grandmother.
it says Summer Wells hashtag.
Why, it says,
Hashtag
why
Summer
would you
Wells.
go live if you have nothing to talk about other than trashing Miss Daisy and her attorney?
Good
I
question.
don't even know who those people are.
Nobody had, not one
I don't know who they
iota
are,
of a
so I know you're
person
not fucking
has
talking.
been here and trashed Miss Daisy. Nobody has sat here and trashed her.
You don't like it,
I
get
loved
out.
her.
The hashtag is Summer Wells. The hashtag is Summer Wells. Yet I haven't heard her name brought up yet.
I mean, if I didn't have liked her, I wouldn't have went on her panel and been like, I'm trying to reach out an olive branch.
Exactly.
See, the problem is people, you know, if you disagree with something, then you're trashing them. And that's not the case.
No.
You know, these people have literally
and that does
zero
happen,
emotional intelligence.
But I find
zero.
it really funny that MGL is notorious for accusing people of trashing her when they're simply disagreeing with her. She's notorious for hiding them from her channel. Notorious for this.
Some of these people.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I agree. Yeah, no trashing. Like, I was genuinely concerned for her credibility in that moment because I had been following her and spoke with her and liked her. And I was like, hello, I just want to bring this to your attention. Like, let's get this straightened out. Let's not go any further with it. That was my point that night, trying to present that information to them. Like, I didn't want her to ruin her credibility at all. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Now, with
And
with the British lady, I could
accountability.
Literally,
they never take any accountability, and boom, she's gone again. Her own stream. They never take any accountability for their shit. There was, no, I mean, that's not what and then they'll trash somebody and then sit there and be like, well, no, I didn't mean it like that, and blah blah blah. It's like, no, dude. Like, if you call, like, if I have somebody on my channel that I call an idiot, I'm gonna be like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be respectful to them to a certain degree to make sure that they don't like jump off, because I want to keep them on and ask them questions. But it'll get to a point to where I'm just like, the fuck are you talking about? You can call him an idiot without even calling him an idiot. You can do that. But when I'm streaming them, I just find it easier to just call them fucking idiots.
Two shits about, to be honest with you, because she's just vulgar.
So she's yelling from across the room.
What?
I guess she's listening from her phone, I guess. And
we tried to help her.
The type of person that subscribes to this because they love it is, I can't even imagine how the conversation would go.
I'm gonna hop down when Molly comes back. I just wanted to like chit chat for a second about all that, and just how about the what
like she's yelling from the toilet, most likely. She's yelling from the toilet, most likely. What is it with these people, dude? What is it like? Why do they like? So far, I will give BHB credit. I will give Blowhard Betty credit and JLR credit that they have not, to my knowledge, streamed from the toilet yet. I will give them that much.
No, Nana.
One thing that's good about having true crime discussions,
I'd be embarrassed.
Here is we do get to
you don't do shit, but well, literally you do, but I'm embarrassed even for the panelists. I mean, I don't know much about the lady, you know what I mean? I'm not going to trash her. I haven't heard her say anything yet. But there's a credibility issue if she's up there on that panel trying to contribute to the content. But this, I'm thinking like, well, you know, how shitty is it for them? No pun intended, that they have to sit there and wait for her to stop being rude. Like, I feel like paneling up with her is like sitting there and wondering, like, okay, just like half of it's waiting for her to stop being rude to the other panelists in her chat. It's hilarious to me, dude.
Hear sometimes how the laws would be in the UK. So
okay, I saw that. I saw a clip made of that, which was really funny. And Savage actually, she made fun of herself and made a video because she was quite inebriated. No judgment, because I'm getting there myself. She was quite inebriated, and it was just funny. And Benny likes to have fun. Wow, Pendar.
Anyways, thank you, Molly, for having me up for a moment and letting me interrupt.
No, you didn't interrupt.
No, I don't even know if she's probably just like, yeah, this is ridiculous. I got to get out of here.
No,
I'm
not
sorry.
at all. So awesome to have you up here.
Yeah, it was great talking with you guys. I'm fans of both of you all, and I wish you the best of luck.
God
I hate when people say the word fan to describe
this thing is driving me
YouTubers.
mad.
It's your mouse.
It's yes. Sorry, I'm not yelling at you. There it is.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Have a good
Bye,
night.
honey. Have a good evening. God bless you.
God. True crime, folks. This is what it's become.
Okay.
That's why we call it real crime here. They can
really,
have it,
bitch.
They can have it.
Where are you fucking going? Out to the club?
It's my dolly.
Now remember, I have I have made Dumpy Dump merch. Don't be a Dumpy Dump merch, where it has Molly Golightly's mugshot, and the proceeds to that go to the Center of Missing and Exploited Kids. Because since Molly Golightly believes that she is an advocate for missing children, but shows that she clearly is not in any way, shape, or form, I made her one without her permission. But all I'm saying is I'm helping her out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to, I think the productive thing to do is to give her credibility where I can in one of the many areas where she's lacking. So this one area that she's lacking, where she is claiming to be an advocate for missing and exploited children, she's not. So I'm making her one.
Oh, she's so cute. Have you been to Dollywood? You have, right?
Oh my God!
There's nothing I can do.
We usually get the season pass.
Oh my goodness, Mary! Boom! Mary!
Yes. I called the Humane Society today, and they were told
exactly
they had
dude. Fan is short for fanatic. Okay. You know what a fanatic is? A fanatic is somebody who's obsessed. You know what I mean? Like, and I realize, I mean, I'm not, I'm not saying that that's exactly what the term fan means these days. I'm just saying where the term originated from. But it's, I'm not, fanatical about anything. I'm too lazy to be fanatical about anything. That's a lot of energy, man. That's a lot of work to be like you know, it's a lot.
Officer on scene, and that C had called asking for dog food, saying she had none. Yep,
So
they're taken care of.
Hi, Shika.
How are you doing?
Hi.
I feel good. I'm about to have some
What?
amazing tamale cakes. So let's have an update, Shika.
Dude, yo, but my man's hair is on point, dude. Seriously, bro. Look at dude's hair, bro. That shit is straight on point. Okay, you could set your watch to that shit.
You just want to hang out with us.
Okay, why is this? It's like I can hear an echo. What am I doing wrong here?
Take out YouTube in the back. In your back.
Oh, that would help. Yeah, wouldn't it?
YouTube 101.
Is that better?
StreamYard 101.
Is it better? You got
Yeah, much better. Okay.
it.
No,
You have
I
a
was
pretty
educated
smile.
actually as a mature student, Molly,
Feels
in
in the
England.
air.
I went to school in Cambridge,
Oh,
and a lot of times you will find attorneys there because that's all you study is law there. There's
Is
no
that what she's
undergraduate
doing?
and then go to law school. It's not like that.
Mhm.
Like, is that what she's doing? Is she like getting up? Is she like getting up, stuffing her face with cake, coming back, sitting down, saying something, getting up, shitting the cake out, coming back, sitting down, saying something, getting up, eating some cake, getting up, sitting down, eating some cake, getting back up, going to shit the cake out, and then so on and so forth. This is a consistent thing that's going on with her on her live stream right now.
So you get a lot of, they don't sound too educated.
She's either caking or shitting right now.
Even when they come out, because a lot of times they don't go and practice law afterwards. They use it for human resource jobs. That's more common in that area, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Good point.
So she may be a lawyer, but if she
eats
is,
on
she'll be
camera.
registered through
She
the
does.
Solicitor Regulation Authority. So you can have her checked out. That's public information.
Yeah, it's a matter of time.
She was just rough around the edges, that's for certain. But
Dude, I wish I could like place bets.
I kind of breathe.
Like, forget a YouTube poll. I wish that I could place bets, like 5 minutes. How long do you think it's going to take before she has something in front of her that she's eating on camera?
Briefly jumped in there and caught some of that, but yeah, I know quite a few that sound like her over there, and they are abrasive people. They're not like us,
dude. And she goes to the fucking to Fairfax, Virginia, for the Johnny Depp trial, the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation trial. She goes there, and what does she do? She starts shit. There's some fucking altercation that takes place in the cafeteria, and of course it's her. Why does she do that? Why does she do that? The reason why is because she is a clout chasing asshole. She wants to insert herself into high profile cases that people are talking about, create a shit show within that so that she makes news, and then she gains a few subscribers. That is the only reason that she has gained as many subscribers as she has now, is because she has done this consistently throughout her YouTube career. Consistently. She has done this from the beginning. She did this with the Aaron Carter thing. She did this with the Chris Watts thing. She did this with Cash Gurnan. She's doing it with Summer Wells. She's doing it with Johnny Depp. Like, I truly believe, dude, I truly believe that this idiot thinks, think about it, okay? She travels all the way there, right? She travels all the way there. She brags about having slept with Aaron Carter, right? Which is probably bullshit. But she brags about having slept with Aaron Carter, and, you know, and apparently Aaron Carter had splacked that box booty, and she brags about that shit, and then she shows up to the Johnny Depp trial, and she starts streaming trash talking Amber, and then she has this open letter thing to Amber Heard, like as if Amber Heard gives a fuck who she is, or Nick Carter, whatever, it doesn't matter, fucking Carter, who cares, but thank you. And then so, and then she checks herself into the Ritz where Johnny Depp has himself checked into. Are you seeing like what her pattern of thought probably is, most likely is? And no, she knows nothing about the case. Cherry has been a mod for me. How long have you been a mod for me, Cherry? Cherry has been a mod for me for at least a year. Definitely over a year. I'm just not sure if it's been 2 years yet. But definitely over a year. And I met her through people that I met. Good point. Yeah, too fucking long. I met her through people that I met who happened to be involved in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard fiasco. Okay, this has been going on for a long time. Like these text messages that you're hearing about when you're watching the trial, think about it. The dates are like 2014, 2015, 2016. You know what I'm saying? Like this has been going on for a while. She hasn't talked about it at all. Now, all of a sudden, that Johnny Depp has actually taken her to court, and the whole world happens to be talking about it. Of course, she has to talk about it, where she knows nothing about the case. You know how I know that she knows nothing about the case is because I barely know anything about the case, but I know an abundance more than she does. Simply because of the friends that I have in the Johnny Depp community. That's it. Just by hanging out and trolling their chats for fun. And she knows nothing. She knows absolutely nothing.
So, I mean, I really caught hell over there for being a Trump supporter. And
oh God. So yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So yeah. So when someone like Cherry types in the chat, says she knows nothing about the case, she knows that she knows nothing about the case. I promise you that.
And I really learned what they're teaching our kids. Because I mean, I was 49 years old when I went. I'm already retired from the airlines. I mean, this is like a second life. So
right.
And it was really educational for me, to be honest with you. And a lot of the kids there come from very wealthy families. Yes. And the parents dumped them. I was mama a lot. I still got people's stuff in my storage unit outside my house there.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're talking 4, 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
They're not as
like I'll show up in like Rob's chat, you know, because Rob's my boy, you know. And I'll show up in Rob's chat to support him. But the majority, like if I'm trying to get actual information, I'll go to Ricada Law to watch the trial. And it's not because, you know, everybody watches Nick. It's nothing like that. It's the fact that he's an attorney. There's a reason why so many people watch him. And I think he's actually a civil attorney. So I like to hear his insight when it comes to, and his commentary when it comes to the questioning of someone on the stand. It's really, really interesting. So I watched Ricada Law as far as watching the trial go for the most part, but I will go to Rob's channel too because I love everybody over there.
It's really different there. It's not like it is here at all.
Most of them aren't as chummy with their kids as Americans are.
No,
You know,
no.
Yes.
And you find a lot of Arabs, because I'm part Arab too. So
Mhm.
you do find a lot of Arabs, and they're very wealthy.
Yes.
Libyans,
Very
a
well.
lot of Libyans in Cambridge now.
And of course, I guess it didn't take much. Shockingly, we got to some racism before we actually got to her eating on camera. So there's some racism there for you, because apparently all Arabs are rich.
So, and they come with money. I mean, these kids are
Wow.
17, 18 years old, driving Mercedes and Land Rovers. And, my kids all had
And
cars
she
going to
had
college,
to,
but they
like-
didn't drive stuff like
Molly had to come back and chime in too. She's just like, yes. They have money. And then take off out of the shot again. Like, what? Just like, I can't miss out on throwing a slur. can't miss out on tossing a slur out there.
that. I mean,
Right.
that's just ridiculous.
I mean,
But
there's real wealth there, but it's so expensive to live there.
It is very expensive. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it is very
Jesus.
expensive.
London.
But that's
oh
all I
my
wanted to
God.
say. I just want to let you guys know it is very different there as opposed to here. So, but you can have her checked out if you know her name. So,
I like
and maybe
Uncivil
she
Law
doesn't. She
Man
might
page.
work for the Crown Prosecution Service.
I hope that he continues talking about Kay's case, because he was covering Critical Karen's lawsuit. So I'm hoping that he continues to do that, because I really enjoy his channel too.
Service, and may not even be practicing law. May just be doing something else in that field. So,
Right.
yeah. But
She may. She fell off.
Oh, thank you, Heels in the Air. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Y'all sub to Heels in the Air. Make sure you sub to her. She is a fantastic clip channel.
Get your
Actually,
ass over here.
I think I planned on.
Hi.
I actually meant to go over one of your videos. I think.
Hi. I'm doing my wifely duties. I can hear you.
Let me see.
Jake is upstairs taking a shower.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna get to that. What in the fuck is going on?
What is Rockwell's girlfriend?
Yes.
Yeah, tamales at 10:46 at night. This is Marissa's world.
Only Puerto Ricans cook at 10 o'clock at night. Remember that.
All right. Maybe we'll come back to her, but let me share this video. So Heels in the Air is a great clip channel. Oh, Safari Dream. Yeah, she's getting sued and she doesn't have representation, and her efforts of her filings are hilarious. They are hilarious, but we're going to get to more MGL maybe. What's up, Toast? Let me play Heels in the Air's video here because it's pretty fantastic. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So this is Blowhard Bull Durham Betty Bull Hurley Betty. This is her investigating, folks.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to find my press badge. I don't want somebody getting freaked out because I'm running around here. Press badge protects me.
And so, hey, Toast, while you're in here, go ahead and drop a link to the channel that you were just on. Because I want everybody to sub to that if you enjoy this kind of content. I really like that Monty dude. He's cool. He's really funny. So yeah, go ahead while you're in here. Please feel free to drop that link for that channel.
Anybody in my team, we like field work. We don't mind getting out and actually searching the areas. We don't come out here just to get, videography, and we actually will walk. If it takes us 2-3 miles, we will walk. For Paul and Miranda, it was over 20 miles. And actually, that was spread out between 4 people. So that was over 80 miles, 80 square miles that were covered. Think about that. World. No, this is kind of freaky and creepy, if you ask me. It's in the middle of nowhere. Like literally in the middle of nowhere. And it's filled with water.
Everything's in the middle of nowhere in Rogersville. Just so you know.
That gunk. I don't know how deep it is. It may not be that deep, but the hell is it?
Her team, I love it.
I can feel the water getting into my boot.
I like what you did there, Heels. Throwing that in there.
I need to get better boots. Actually, I need to go put my other boots on. These are going to get ruined out here. I did bring my work boots. The boots I used to hike in. Those need to be... Ow, ouch.
Shut up.
Ow, that just got me in the face. Oh, ow, ow, and it has thorns on them. So I'm pretty sure I just got a slice on my cheek. Ow. All right, let's figure this out. This would be hard to try to... Ow. If Reverend Don is talking about, seeing shovels and, digging, it sounds like a shallow grave. I don't see any place here to have a shallow grave. But if there was, you're talking about 10 months.
Let me explain something real quick, okay? Because I am of the belief, okay? I am of the belief and of the opinion that, in theory, if I were to murder someone in a place like Rogersville and dispose of their body, okay, especially a small child, well, not especially, but, even a small child, but in the middle of nowhere where there's nobody around, there's nobody in sight, chances of anybody coming into sight are slim to none. Okay? I'm not going to dig a shallow grave. I'm going to dig and dig and dig and dig. I'm going to make sure that after locating this spot, after scouting for a location for a place that remote, I'm doing that with the intention of, okay, I can dig for hours and hours and nobody's going to bother me. If I'm a criminal who wants to get away with murder, that's going to be my mindset. Now, this gets funny. Hold on.
I need to get a belt. Lord have mercy, these bridges. Ouch. Bridges are falling down. That's the plumber's crack.
Pun intended. Well done, Heels.
This looks really creepy, guys. I have to be honest with you. It's got one rock sitting on top. One rock sitting on top.
Okay.
I'm kind of freaking out.
She's kind of freaking out. Okay, so take a good look at that, folks. Take a good look at that. Because what she's implying here is that this is a grave, and this person who dug this grave, right? This person who dug this made sure to mark their spot, because they pulled a Shawshank Redemption and put a rock that has no earthly business in that spot. So that, it's easy to find, because the purpose of disposing of a dead body and getting away with murder, by the way, or getting away with disposing of a dead body, the purpose of that obviously, according to Boob's logic here, is for it to be found. That's the purpose, so that it is found. I love it.
That looks a little creepy.
Looks creepy, folks.
Walk here, down here, over here, and I am completely secluded. Nobody can see anything I'm doing right here. Look at this.
Right, exactly.
Dirt.
Moron.
With a single rock. Little freaky.
Nobody can see anything you're doing.
I don't know what to do.
So if that
I don't
were
want to
a
waste
grave, if that were a grave, stupid, nobody would be able to see what they're doing when they're digging. Okay, so they would have plenty of time. Okay, and you're talking about an area where most of the people, what they do for a living in that area is labor. Most of the people in this area, including Dawn and Candace, who you have pegged to be the people responsible for Summer's disappearance and disposing of her body, correct? Yes. So you seem to believe that Dawn and Candace, who are laborers by trade, you don't think Dawn knows how to dig a hole? Because according to you, he's the one responsible for disposing of her body. So let's just say that that's true. You think that Dawn's just going to be lazy, and then he's going to he's just going to dig? Like, it doesn't even look like he dug. What that looks like, people, is that somebody dug a hole somewhere else and then took the dirt and just dumped it on top of the ground without digging in that spot. That's what that looks like. Dude, I love that shit, bro. This is fucking, like, she never stops, dude.
Law enforcement resources, but this is just freaking me out. And not only that, but that gray clay doesn't go with the area. I don't know where that came from.
Pay attention to that, folks. Yeah. Thank you, Heels in the Air, for making this point in your video. Yes, do not call law enforcement if you see this in your yard. It is an ant pile.
Now, why are we here at the East Tennessee Funeral Home, cremation services, and cemetery? Because Reverend Donna had some visions, and then she took those visions, looked at a map, and tried to identify.
Okay, so it's a psychic's hunch that she's going on. Now, in all fairness, law enforcement has been known to utilize certain psychics that they consider to be credible just to help with investigations, just to get their insight, because it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt. But this is what she's basing her investigation on here, which is really, really funny to me because she's stupid.
Identify areas that match those visions that she had. I already found something that spooked me on one of the other pens. So now we're just going down, doing the process of elimination. That I may actually turn over to law enforcement, because I've got to tell you, it freaked me out just a little bit. We're out here. We were sponsored by a gracious donor to be here. Bullhorn Betty.
Okay, so a gracious donor. The word I think that you were looking for is generous. Okay. And I wouldn't even use that word to describe you. The correct word that you would use, or you would probably choose that word too, but the correct word would be grateful, which you are not. You are incapable of gratitude. It's clear that you're incapable of gratitude.
East Tennessee Funeral Home, Crematory Services, and Cemetery.
Let's do that. Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment. All right, guys.
And there's not a whole lot. We have a vault type of I don't know what they call them, and I apologize. I'm not up to technical terms, but see, they have something like that. Now, if somebody was going to do something, I would think they would try to break into something like that, as opposed to just disrupting the earth.
Okay.
Maybe the
So wait, let one more time, guys. I'm sorry. I need to understand this.
all type of, I don't know what they call them, and I apologize. I'm not up to technical terms, but see,
Yes, they're called mausoleums. Yes.
they have something like that. Now, if somebody was going to do something, I would think they would try to break into something like that, as opposed to just disrupting the earth.
Okay. The word of the day is mausoleum. Now, what's really funny though, is she implying that that's where the dirt came from to make that shallow grave, quote unquote? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like she's implying that someone, instead of actually digging for dirt, because that's how you get dirt. Just saying, it's how you get dirt. You dig for it. You know, it's a surefire way to do it. I promise. It's foolproof. Digging is how you get dirt. I promise. Okay. One of the cool things about a mausoleum, though, is there's no dirt. That's one of the cool conveniences of it. No pun intended. All right. It you know, it's just, it's in this thing, you know, like I'm not a mortician. I don't know exactly, but I do know that you're not going to find any deliberate dirt placed to where there would be enough of it to take from and create a shallow grave. Just saying. So no, that dirt didn't come from there, Betty. Science.
Maybe the reason why she had the vision of coming here is maybe because soil was taken from here over there. I don't know. I really don't. Look at this. This is at night.
You don't know. Exactly.
Somebody coming back here and getting a truck full of that clay. That's the orange color over that mound that we saw in that field. Look at that. That's the same stuff we were just looking at. But these don't have rocks on them, and they surely do not look like they are graves. The other one, that rock right dead in the middle, just screams something's buried there.
No, it doesn't.
Is your brain
No, it doesn't.
on conspiracy theories?
What a maroon. All right. All right, let's catch up on some blowhard. Let's do this. Great video.
Andrew
Heels.
here, aka Bullhorn Betty. I have some very disturbing news. This is with horrible feelings and emotions that are inside of me. Many of you know our team has gone out of its way
You have to
work with Hawkins County
You have to have feelings and emotions.
Humane Society to get those animals off that mountain, to try to save those damn animals. And I was out there on Tuesday.
You know what happens if Humane Society comes and gets those animals? They put them down. That's what happens.
And this puppy was alive, doing well, you know, a little thin from malnutrition, right? Because everybody thinks that Candace is taking such great care of these animals. and to see a dog dead at their driveway being eaten by flies and buzzards and pigs
Pigs? Really?
was the most horrific,
So
hideous
that's
thing
what's going on
I have
in
ever seen.
Rogersville? That's what's going on in Rogersville. There's just stray pigs running around. Pork. Because I mean, I'm sure there's pig farms. Sure. No doubt about that at all. But there's just pigs running around. I mean, like, unless you and MGL were like digging into the dog, I don't think there were any pigs digging into the dog.
And if you do not believe me, I do have the videos. I do have the photos. I called Hawkins County Sheriff to tell him, you know, these dogs are being neglected. These dogs are not being taken care of. And now we have a dog dead. Do something. You know what they told me? Call Hawkins County Humane Society. They get their orders from them.
Yeah, that's what you do.
So that's what I did. Guess what?
Good for you.
You guys heard the video that I just did a week ago, right? When I called them.
Toast.
Nobody answers the phone. Their voicemail is always full. They make you run through the circle to try to get help for these animals.
Hold on.
Meanwhile, we have
This
people on
means-
YouTube saying it's okay to have these dogs running around. Candace is so great to these dogs and taking care of them. Anybody in around the Hawkins County area, go by their house. You go look at those little paws that's bored out. And tell me how you feel about the care that Candace Wells is giving those dogs. We get no help from Hawkins County Sheriff. We get no help from Hawkins County Humane Society. And we clearly get no help from a lot of the people out here on YouTube that want to sit there and criticize our team.
What team?
This is so
Who's the
disgusting
team?
to have seen. It is so disturbing to have seen. I am
Your mom?
ashamed in every person that is stuck up for that despicable woman. Nothing that breathes or needs food or water should ever be in the care.
Dude, this lady. Hold on, I gotta. This lady. Look at the hatred in her, dude. She will hobble you, bro. She will hobble you. Like, if she gets to her wit's end, it's just a matter of time, too. Like, she's gonna reach her wit's end. Like, look at her violent background, right? At some point, what's gonna happen is she's gonna be cornered. Life is going to put her in a corner to where she is going to snap. God forbid who is within her radius. God forbid whoever, I mean, God help anybody that's within her perimeter when that happens. Look at her. Like, dude, look at her, bro.
Of Dawn Wells or Candace Bly. Do you get it now? She's had 2 sets of children removed from her. How many more beings, whether it's animals or humans, that need to die at their hands before you guys wake up?
Wow.
How many?
Wow.
How many?
You were
Shame on
fucking
each
dumb.
and every one of you that sat there and said the way she's treating those dogs is okay. That dog, that blood is on your hands.
You know what I'd like to know? What I would love to know? Please. Blowhard Betty, please. Please let us know what the cause of death of the dog was. So we can get to the bottom of this injustice. This clear, utter, horrible injustice to this dog.
What I need from the people that are sick and tired of seeing death on that mountain. You start raising your voices. You start picking up the phone. You start calling and making your voice be heard. Start emailing Hawkins County Humane Society.
Just 5 cents a day.
Start demanding justice. Because I am sick and tired of dealing with Hawkins County Sheriff. They do nothing to help anyone.
Hawkins County Sheriff, how dare you conduct a thorough investigation to find this poor child? How dare you focus your efforts on finding a missing child instead of solving the great mystery of the dead dog in the driveway that's not even on their property? How dare you, Hawkins County? For shame.
You want to go commit a crime? Move to Hawkins County. They'll let you go. They have let the Wells basically get away with murder, and now it's going to the end.
Wow. Again,
If you do
no
not
proof
believe
of
me,
that.
I'm happy to send you photos. I've got them.
Why didn't you post them now?
And I'm absolutely disgusted.
She's absolutely disgusting, people.
I'm disgusted with people like this. I'm disgusted with followers that think Candace is such a good person. Get off your duff and go do your own due diligence. Listen to the stories
She
I
means
have
business,
listened
y'all.
to. For the love of God, she does not need to have anything that's breathing in her care. Do you guys get this now?
You understand? Do I have to grab you and shake you to get you to understand that she shouldn't have
For
a
those
dog?
that are Team Summer, God bless each and every one of you. Bless you. Because I'm telling you, I realize the hate that we get for being on the right side of this cause.
What?
We fight hard.
Who's we?
We fight
What the fuck are
really,
you talking
really
about?
hard. And we have been trying to save those animals. What I just saw,
And that's exactly what she's
Horrible.
doing. She is
Absolutely
absolutely grifting right now. She is grifting. She is begging for money without begging for money. It's exactly what she's doing. She's taking advantage of the idiots that are in her chat going, well, is she going to save the dogs? I got to help. This way, she can go, well, I never told you that's what I was going to use the money for. I just talked about how much it disgusted me that these dogs were dying. Dude, they're all stray dogs, bro. First of all, that's what's really funny. The one point that everybody is dismissing of this whole thing is they're not dogs with ownership. They hang out on the property. Maybe they feed them so that they stick around. But to my knowledge, none of those dogs are like registered. You know, they don't have collars or license numbers or anything like that. To my knowledge, they're just a bunch of stray dogs that hang out on front of the property. So if Candace leaves the property and Don's in jail, is she responsible for those dogs? Morally, to a certain degree, maybe. One could argue, hey, but by law, no. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sitting here feeling like, well, shit. She fed the dogs a couple of times, so now she's responsible for the dogs and has to take the dogs with her wherever they go or get somebody to watch the dogs. They're stray dogs. They just hang out. I mean, to my knowledge, that's the case. I don't really know. But, I mean, what's she talking about?
so guys, do your part. It's time for you to do your part. Summer's Army, it's time for you
Here
to
we
stand
go.
up and be heard. Start blowing up Hawkins County Dispatch because the sheriff don't do shit. Start blowing up the phones at the Humane Society. They don't answer.
They don't answer.
Start emailing the Humane Society. Start going to their website and filling out that card for them to contact you. I beg them to please.
Okay, let's be clear about something as well. Let's speculate a little bit. Do a little responsible speculation here regarding the Summer Wells case, and really has nothing to do with the case. But you don't think that this person has made enough noise in a small rural area such as Hawkins County, such as Rogersville? You don't think that she's made enough noise to where everybody in any official government funded service in that area, that they don't know about her by now? Because she didn't call up going, "Hey, this is Andrew Griffin." She didn't do that. She's called up going, "This is Bullhorn Betty." These people are like, nope. And how many people do you think even months ago made a call to the Hawkins County Humane Society? How many people do you think did that already? They're probably screening their calls at this point. Is that true? Yeah, that dude's a moron. Heels in the air. Fucking moron.
Go check on the welfare of those animals, and they didn't do shit.
They didn't do shit. I got chills, y'all. Got chills.
This is very, very sad. Shame on you, Wells sympathizers.
How dare you sympathize? How dare you have empathy? All right, let's, because she's been off the grid, so we got a lot to catch up on here. Not really a whole lot, but hope. I believe it. I believe it. Is she frozen or something? What the hell? Why is this not working? Let me refresh. Oh, okay. Like looking at her chat, everybody's like, no audio, nothing, blah, 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 in and out. Okay, so she's just in a bad area, apparently. Skip to that, which I don't even know what it is. Like, is any of this like worth a shit? Is it just a slideshow or something? Like, what is going on here? This video is absolutely fucking worthless. Why did she leave this up? Why did she leave this up? Makes no sense. Like, it's not playing at all. I'm almost all the way to the end of it. Wow. Okay. So that's a useless video. Hold on. Let's get to this one. Here we go. Hawkins County Dispatch reporting the dead dog on Don Wells and Candace. What did that say? Property. When is enough? Okay. From what I understand, it's not even on their property.
Yes, sir. My name is Andrew Griffin, and I just called
Okay,
just a
says
few
Andrew
minutes
Griffin.
ago and spoke to a gal. There is we've been trying very diligently to get a hold of the Humane Society of Hawkins County to try to get the rest of the dogs removed off the Wells property. And my friend was driving through and saw a dog dead at the bottom of their, literally on the road and at their driveway.
Chances are, if the Humane Society picks up those dogs, they're going to get put down. Do you think that that area is big enough right now to where people are out there looking for dogs at the Humane Society to adopt? No, they're not going to Hawkins County Humane Society to adopt a dog. There's not enough people. There's not enough of a population. And there's enough stray dogs around to where they can feed and do whatever. So what she's doing is taking away the chances of these dogs' survival to be able to take care of themselves and fend for themselves, which they can absolutely do because they're dogs. If all they do is hang out on that property and they're neglected and they're strays in the first place, I promise you they have their instincts to be able to take care of themselves. And even if that is debatable, let's be fucking honest here, people. Like, if she actually gets these dogs picked up by the Humane Society, what do you think their survival chances are? If nobody adopts them, they're going to put the dogs down. So whose hands are the dog's blood on, if that turns out to be the case? This is why this woman doesn't think. She's an idiot.
And, I'm just getting really tired. And she told me I needed to call Hawkins County Humane Society to report this to them. But the problem is they don't answer their phone. And, the dogs need to be removed from that property. The Wells should be charged with animal cruelty. They're neglecting these dogs.
See, that's the goal.
And now one's dead. And
she's not looking to save the dogs, people. She's not looking to help these dogs, because I just explained exactly why that's not true. But also, now we're getting into what she really wants. And what she really wants is to nail Don and Candace with something. Anything. What she wants is to somehow get them charged with whatever. This isn't about justice for Summer, because if it was about justice for Summer, then what she would be doing is letting law enforcement do what they've been doing and building a case. Because if you believe Don and or Candace to be guilty of having anything to do with Summer's disappearance, then what you would have to do is use common sense and think that what law enforcement is doing at the moment is simply building a case against them. And maybe they are. But we don't know what law enforcement knows. So she's bitter about that, because she's sitting here calling Hawkins County and saying, oh, if you ever want to commit a crime, just move to Hawkins County because you'll get away with it because the cops there don't do shit. That's not true. That's just simply not true, because we've seen what Hawkins County and the efforts that they've put into as far as finding Summer. We've seen the efforts that they've put into it. Now, it's not only Hawkins County Sheriff's Department either, is it? It's also the FBI. Stupid. It's also the TBI. Stupid. And again, and I've explained this many, many times, if you follow the TBI on Twitter, you will see whenever there is an Amber Alert, and I get these Amber Alerts, so I know that they're consistent. Whenever there's an Amber Alert, they post on Twitter. And then at least 90% of the time, they get a positive result. The child is recovered. Sometimes there's silver alerts. Then the child or the elderly person is recovered. Hawkins County, or at least the TBI, has a great record of recovery from what I've seen. But, Hawkins County doesn't know what they're doing, so let's just talk trash about them, even though there's two other there's two other law enforcement agencies tasked with the responsibility of finding Summer.
You see is its poor little legs and his feet. That's all that's left of him. And it's just, I just feel like nobody is helping these animals.
You don't give a shit about the animals.
I can have an officer to give you a call if you want to speak with an officer.
I'd like something. I mean, I just want to feel like something is being done. I mean, their daughter is missing. Their boys have been removed. They should.
Basically, this is a crank call, okay? Because she's obviously just using the call for content. The dude is basically like, I don't know what you want me to do. There's nothing that I can do about it. Like, in particularly, there's nothing that I can really do about it. But, you know, like, I can give you the number to somebody who might be able to, you know, be qualified to give a fuck about what you're talking about right now. I might be able to do that.
Should not be having any living creature in their possession, custody, or control. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just very passionate right now because I cannot. I just saw some of the worst photos I have ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
What's your name?
My name is Andra. It's Andra.
Your last name? Okay. I'll have an officer give you a call.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And again, in the big
I am
picture
sick and
here,
tired.
the big picture here also, part of that big picture, besides not giving a fuck about these animals, because what she's actually trying to do without realizing that she's trying to do it is get these animals killed. She's trying to get these dogs put down and take away any chance that they have of surviving on their own. That's what she's doing. But on top of that, they're going to connect her with an officer that could be focusing on Summer's location, an officer that could be trying to solve some other crime that took place in Rogersville or in Hawkins County. She's taking away resources by playing this stupid little fucking game.
Of the Wells getting away with literally everything in Hawkins County. I demand justice for Summer.
Don's
I demand
jail,
justice
stupid.
for all their victims.
You know
and I
Don's in
demand
jail,
justice for their animals that they keep abusing, neglecting, and now a dead one. What I saw today was horrific.
Horrific. What? Let's see. She's terrible at that. Hold on.
What I saw today was horrific.
Okay. Yeah, got it. What does Detective John Pruitt have to say about the animal abuse? Let's find out. Just sad.
Sheriff's Office.
Yes, ma'am. Can I have either Cliff Evans or Detective Pruitt? This is related to, well, it's not directly related to the Summer Wells case.
Oh, God. Okay. So now what she's doing is contacting law enforcement officers, detectives, who are actually actively trying to find Summer with this bullshit.
But it is related to Candace Bly and the animals that are being neglected on top of that mountain, because there's an animal dead at the bottom of her driveway and she's not home. Don's in jail. Who's taking care of these animals? And I can't get a hold of the Humane Society. This is neglect of animals. Why aren't they being charged with this?
Her hairdo auditioned for Flashdance and didn't get the part.
You know?
Let me transfer you to Detective Pruitt.
Thank you.
Detective Pruitt.
Hi, Detective. My name is Andra Griffin, and this is not directly related to the Summer Wells case, but it is related to Candace Bly.
And I promise you that Detective Pruitt knows exactly who she is. I promise you that. So right away, as soon as he hears her name, I promise you that this dude went. As soon as she said, "This is Andrew Griffin," he goes, "Promise, promise."
And it is of my knowledge that she is not at that house, and she's got a dead dog at the bottom of her driveway that's being eaten by wild animals. And she's got, and when I was there, she had multiple dogs, about 5 or 6 dogs. And I was just there on Tuesday, just getting some videotape. I didn't go on her property. I just want to make sure that that's known. And, you know, today, another one of on his way up here to Ohio, stopped by there to take some, just to check around, you know, on that street. Again, he's not trespassing on her property, and he found the dead dog. Where are the other dogs? She's not there. She's not taking care of them. And
they're stray dogs.
I've been trying to call the Humane Society for weeks. They're not returning my phone calls. Their voicemail is full. And I don't know how many more animals need to die of neglect and animal abuse up there before, you know, I have to think it's a crime in Tennessee just to leave your dogs and not take care of them.
If they're your dogs.
And let them run loose.
Well, in some instances it is. However,
you heard this dude, like
shelter,
this poor guy. This poor guy, like, is like, I have to stay professional. So he takes a deep breath before he even answers her. I love it. Like, listen close.
And let them run loose.
Here we go.
Well, in some instances it is. However, from my understanding, their animal shelter is beyond capacity, so they don't have anywhere to take new animals until they get some adopted out. And I can't speak for them because we only tangentially work with them on some instances, but we are limited as to where we can take animals.
Right. Well, I don't know what to do, but I have to think it's a crime, and you know, she's neglecting these animals. They're just running loose.
Because you know what a crime is better than Detective Pruitt does.
When I was out there, the little puppy, you could see his ribs. This is abuse on animals, man.
Abuse on animals, man.
Well, just because an animal rib showing doesn't mean it isn't taken care of. Unless you actually see them perpetrating some kind of crime, that's not enough to go on.
This dude is like, I got dogs at home, stupid.
Okay, well, I just don't know how.
Why doesn't every home in the U.S. have solar panels? The number one reason is not about sunlight.
How many more animals got to die there, but I guess we'll just see.
Well, my guess is, and I haven't been out there lately, but the dog you're talking about at the bottom of the driveway or close to their driveway or whatever is probably what is referred to as roadkill.
Oh, no, it was one of their puppies. I saw it Monday. I know exactly which dog it was. I've got a picture of it alive.
That can happen.
You just open up a dictionary, you'll see a term called roadkill, where you see a dead animal that is on the road. Probably got hit by a car. Probably by one of you stupid motherfuckers who won't leave that property alone.
Any animals that run loose.
Right. Do you guys have a leash law in your state?
Well, we have animals running at large, which means as long as the animal doesn't cause inconvenience or destruction to somebody else's property and isn't rabid, there's very limited of what we can do to enforce it. Leash laws are more of a city ordinance.
Yeah.
County or state law.
Exactly.
And I hate bothering you. It's frustrating because I just feel like there's going to be more dying up there. And we tried our hardest and we got several of them removed, but you know, probably they're over capacity because of all the dogs they had to remove from there the first time. It's not a laughing matter, but it's just frustrating.
Then why are you laughing?
Well, unfortunately, we have, I'm sure this is probably most everywhere, people that get animals that don't take care of them and don't get them fixed, and that just is a perpetuating cycle.
Like, I do kind of hate that he's humoring her right now. Like, I would just be like, you're a fucking idiot. But he's probably assuming that the stream is like, he has to know who she is. So he probably knows that it's being streamed. And he's just like, fuck. Now I got to sit here and and put on this fucking act when what I really want to do is tell her to go fuck herself because she's fucking up an investigation.
Our Humane Society can only handle so many, just like all the others. And when you've got nowhere to take the animal or to better the animal's life, what can you do?
Right. I guess they're just gonna have. That's just sad. That's sad. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. I just wish she was in jail. I really do. I think she's a despicable woman. And I apologize.
Yeah, obviously that is exactly what your motive here is. You just told the detective that. Like, a detective's job is to fucking read people. He sits down and he interviews and interrogates people and he reads the shit that they say. You don't think that he can see right through your fucking motive? I can see right through it. Everybody in my chat can see right through it, stupid. That you are just trying to get her locked up for any possible reason that you could possibly get her locked up. You're not helping Summer in any way, shape, or form. In any way. Let's hear his response.
To go to jail,
Yeah.
you have to commit a crime that is go to jail.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, he's like, oh, good. I got the out.
I just wish she was in jail. I really do. I think she's a despicable woman, and I apologize.
Well, in order to go to jail, you have to commit a crime that is go to jail.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, he's like, I'm off the hook. I'm out. Bye. Have a good day.
Looks like the poor animals are just going to expire up there. That's all there is to it.
I wish your fucking mouth would expire. Oh my God, dude. All right. We're going to move on. Let's watch a little white boy. Yeah, we're not even close to done. I barely even touched this wine, people. I got so much left. So much.
You, Benjamin, did you think that I forgot about Operation Coward? After all
still
these
going with
people
this shit
we've been playing with, all these women
still going with this shit,
doxxed, exploiting missing kids, handicapped people, disabled. Man, I'm coming, and I didn't know you were a fanboy.
He's coming, y'all.
Shout out to my secret email list. I love you, and my members always love you. Let's get into it.
Where I stopped.
Okay. Let's put a pause on this real quick. I got to read something. So this is from the Animal Society, or the Humane Society in Hawkins County. We have been getting calls all morning long and emails. This is a YouTuber that is starting stuff. I have been in contact with the sheriff's department. I have someone on scene getting proper videos. The dog is not on their property. It is actually in the road, so it could have been hit by a car. I have been sending every email and phone number to the sheriff's department. We have been helping the Wells with food. We have been helping them get animals spayed and neutered. Whenever they get low on food, they come here and we give them food. Her phone has been going on all day long, and I have someone on 2 phones right now speaking with people that are calling here. Yeah. So, just saying. Thank you, Cherry.
He said,
idiot.
bro, you got this whole bitch inside of you named Kanisha, let that hoe out. You are actually a bitch, bro.
We up and up the flow today, man. And hope, yeah, nigga, come let out. Yeah, come on, let out. The line's open, 936.
What's happening with the people?
What
so
is
what
happening
you just
with
saw
the
there was shout out to Dolly Vision, shout out to Doug.
Shout
No
out.
thanks. They were having
Shout
a
out.
discussion. I was checking out a live, and
Notice the
as you
creators
can
that he
see,
names.
Dolly Vision.
Dolly Vision is a douchebag. No thanks investigates is a cokehead douchebag. And so these are his credible people. Every creator that this dude is named is somebody credible that I know of, because I know that he's mentioned others that I've never heard of. So I can't really speak on them. But the people that I do know of, I'm like, these are like the lowest of the low as far as credibility goes on YouTube. It's hilarious to me.
Vision is reading a text that Benjamin sent him.
Dolly's a moron,
problem
Kelly
is,
Gibson.
The other thing that you saw was a guy named Charleston White. Now, that's a good friend of mine. He made that little saying up. Go ahead and bring Keisha out. What he's referring to is weak men that act that act soft, feminine, whatever. And he's like, go ahead and bring Keisha out. It's anyone on the internet knows that. But what you don't know is Benny's a big fan. Why? Well, Charleston's a big YouTuber. And he happens to live 20 minutes away from Benjamin. And I happen to be a very good friend of Mr. Charleston White. Done interviews with this guy, hung out with him.
What is he implying here? Oh, I have no doubt about that. That dude is a total tool. But what's he implying here? Is he implying that Dolly is going to do something to Benny? I mean, he lives 20 minutes away. Is that what he's saying? That Dolly lives 20 minutes away from Benny? So he's trying to like, okay. Okay.
In the club, all types of, oh, you didn't believe me, Benjamin? Please hold. Oh, the look on your face, because you didn't think that I know that dude. And I know you look up to him because you try to steal his jokes, which means you watch his videos. And of course,
that's what I thought.
There. I've already told you.
Because a Southern drawl is a Southern drawl, right? But there's a certain Tennessee Southern drawl. And I always suspected Dolly was here in Tennessee. I mean, I don't want to know exactly where, so doxing here. But I'm just, yeah, it makes sense to me.
I know a lot of people in Texas, big YouTubers, bro.
He's absolutely trying to use him for clout.
Back to Operation Coward videos. I know a politician in the Texas area, a county over. I got a whole bunch of files with me of horrendous things that you've done. Been keeping my personal log. Shout out to my email list. Man, a lot of shenanigans with you. What you've done in this case is disgusting. Real disgusting.
A case that you know nothing about.
Disgusting.
You haven't shared one
make this
iota of information
you like
regarding
to
this
bully
case.
And troll and docs and all these shenanigans. Man, I've been running circles around you, and you're scared. Everybody sees it.
Okay, so all right, so
no
there's all these
I'm
different.
They want me to go. You don't think I'm going to go, but the problem is,
I honestly don't really care that much where Dolly is. Just but okay, it sounds like a Tennessee draw.
I don't scam people. I don't fool people.
Well,
I don't
because you can't.
Kids. I work. Did you think I was going to go?
He does do that.
There by myself. Is that what you thought? No. You see, I have to get with people like your idol, CW. He's busy, movie deals and whatnot. Because look, we have a situation here where there's exploiting kids happening. And oh, I forgot. You got the Panther on the chest, gang. You're stealing someone's jokes who he does not like hip hop. He speaks against it. he does not like gangs. That's what his whole thing is about. Did you know he was the one who helped me get into the youth centers? When you sent the other dude at me, this is just like, you can't even make this up. Like, I'm running laps around you. But hey, I can't go by myself, bro. I gotta wait on a lot of people. I'm trying to make this Operation Coward thing that I've been talking about for a very long thing happen. So yeah, we're getting close, people. I don't ask for donations. Tickets are already bought, so it doesn't matter if you help or don't help. But the Cash App is $Whiteboy Radio. I never say that. I never ask. But what I'm telling you, Benjamin and subs, is it's getting close. Hey, look, if you want to support the
All right,
channel,
let's go back just
write
a
message on
little
Cash
bit
App and
here.
send it.
Let's go
Benjamin,
back just a little bit here.
So yeah, we're getting close, people. I don't ask for donations. Tickets are already bought, so
Now,
it doesn't matter if you help or don't help.
Now, I find it funny. I find it funny that he says that Benny does not even like hip hop, which is, I mean, it's
Cash
kind of
App
ridiculous.
is $Whiteboy Radio. I never say that. I never ask. But what I'm
You
telling
just did. You just did. Grift without telling me you're grifting, dude.
Benjamin and subs, is it's getting close. Hey, look, if you want to support the channel, write a message on the Cash App and send it. Benjamin, I'll be a pleasure to meet you. What's White Boy gonna do?
He was just saying that he doesn't do that, and he just did it.
Is he gonna knock you out? Is he gonna come with his friend, the black friends? That remember, you tried to send the other people to call me racist.
But
this
you
has
are
totally backfired on you.
You are.
You make this trolling shit simple. The problem is, you do some dirty shit and you deserve it, but you're not a smart man. Hey man, it's gonna be a pleasure. It's coming soon, people. Benjamin.
Wow.
Catch that one with your butthole.
Okay. Oh, okay. Catch that one with your butthole. Nice. Nice. Okay. So he's referring to Cher. The channel is called Voices Behind My Balls, and this is fun.
I didn't want to do this one, Cher.
You didn't want to do it?
I try to make it comical.
Okay, look at his mouth.
This one's hard for me to do.
You know why it's hard for you to do? Because you are so jacked up on whatever stimulant you're on that your jaw can't even fucking open all the way because you're too busy clenching it.
You're a good person.
Wow.
You are a good person.
Dude is fucking lit.
I'm seeing what I'm seeing.
Dude, look.
But I'm not believing.
Dude, look.
And that's why we're here. And I didn't
Dude is lit.
Nope. We text you 2-3 times. Nothing. This is the tough one to do.
Clearly.
You're a good person. You've helped me. Share my stuff. We've had,
Dude is jacked right now.
You spoke to me. Whatever you got going on with my wife, which is way more than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is, man. You know what's going to happen. You really know what's going on. I don't know what's
Drink
going
some
on.
water,
I don't know
bro.
what to tell you.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
You know,
no, flabbergasted is not the
really
word.
Trying to keep this as respectful as possible. because you are a very good person. I really want to feel and think that. But the shenanigans, man. The dude hurt you, man. Unless
the shenanigans. The shenanigans. Let me see if I I'm gonna emulate his look right now. Hold on. Hold on. Dude is lit the fuck up.
Unless it was bullcrap. I don't know. It's just not adding up.
What is it with this guy whenever he gets fucking wired, bro? Does he like is he blowing down Johnny Depp size rails and then being like that his head just kind of like sinks into his fucking shoulders?
Everybody is not crazy. Everybody's not crazy.
What, dude, are you talking about?
Listen, I don't know how to do this one, Cher. You are a good person.
Take a shot every time he says that Cher's a good
respect,
person.
Yeah, you and your husband, he's a good dude too. But you don't need no scrubs, man. I know.
Now, okay.
I'm not gonna see.
I skipped this. I did this purposely because I set it up a certain way because he was playing the song Scrubs by TLC at the beginning of the stream and just kind of now, I mean, I guess I could play it without the sound. I'm going to do that. Let's do that. Let's start this over. All right. I just don't want to get a copyright claim. Yeah. Hold on. Let me put some other music to this shit. Start it over one more time. Let's start it over one more time. He's feeling it. He's feeling it, y'all. Dancing with you, buddy. Hell yeah. Oh, he's feeling that shit. He's feeling that shit. Hell yeah. Go ahead, white boy. Go whitey, go whitey, go. Go whitey, go whitey, go. Go whitey, go whitey, go. All right. All right. Oh, it's still happening. Wait, it's not over. My bad. My bad. Hold it. Okay, it's over.
I didn't want to do this one, Cher.
You didn't want to do it, Cher.
Comical.
Trying to make it comical.
This one's hard for me to do.
This one's hard for me to do because I can't open my mouth. My jaw is
You're a good
shut.
person.
Good person.
You are a good person. You know, I'm seeing what I'm seeing, but I'm not believing.
He's not believing.
And that's why we're here. And I didn't want to go to the internet on it. Nope. We text you.
He didn't want to go to the internet on it, but he did.
Nothing.
I wonder if they mail each other meth.
This is the tough one to do. You're a good person. You've helped me. Share my stuff. We've had, you know, I spoke to you, you spoke to me.
Dude, this dude is
fucking
fucking lit right
way
now.
more than this.
Oh my God, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is, man. You know what's gonna happen. You really know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to tell you. Just that I'm flabbergasted. You know, I'm really trying to keep this as respectful as possible because you are a very good person.
Okay, I'm still waiting for the point, by the way. Okay, we got it. Like, you think she's a good person. She helped you, and there's shenanigans.
Hurt you, man.
We got it so far, and some dude hurt her. Who?
Unless it was bullcrap. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think he wants his wife to know that he's talking to her.
The people know it's not.
But it's on his channel and it's
everybody
live.
is not crazy. Everybody's not crazy. Listen, I don't know how to do this one, Chair. You are a good person. You know, I respect. You know, you and your husband seems like a good dude too. You know, but you don't need no scrubs, man. I know. I'm not gonna sit here and air out what we talked about.
You don't need no scrubs
on the phone. But I know you've been friends with dude long time, man. But then the dude shit
What the
over
fuck
you, man.
are you talking about, dude? What in the shit are you talking about?
I just don't know why, man. Like, it's just not adding up, sure. It's just not adding up. I don't understand, like, the dude sound like he's undercover. Like how? Like, he's a washed up informant. Like, we got to keep it factual.
A washed up
he's not a working informant. He was an informant years ago. Anybody could be an informant, but this is on like a federal level. So he can't go tell on some drug dealers. He can't say, "Hey, I want to go tell on the Summer Wells case." No, it don't work like that. It's not even the same state. It don't work like that. I'm just not understanding it. Legally, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, so let's get this straight. Like, oh my God, my pause game is on point. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The crack is coming out of his ears, bro. So your logic is that because he's not in the same state as the Summer Wells case, that he can't be an informant, even though he's been in direct contact with both Don and Candace for months. So his information can't be used in court because he's not in the same state. Is that supposed to be funny?
Man, reach out to me, man. I'd like an explanation.
You know, an explanation to what?
I'm an honest dude, and you know this.
Yeah.
If you don't,
most prisoners are.
At least take my wrench away, because I will block him. I'm just saying.
Wow.
You know that.
So it's a me or them. Like, this is okay. This dude, it's not like he's been on YouTube for a week. You know what I mean? He's been on YouTube for a good minute, man. Like, he's gotten almost 8,000 subscribers. This dude has been around for a good minute, you know? And so now it's like, I mean, like, if like if any of my mods or anybody even with a wrench, right, were to go, "Hey, Glare or Will, you know, if this person shows up in your chat, I'm hiding them. I'm going to be like, okay, well, like, you don't need a wrench with me then, because I may not want them hidden. It's none of your fucking business. You know, like, obviously, if they're a troll, whatever, that's fine. You know what I mean? Obviously, if they're just a coward with a troll name and, you know, like Glare sucks dick and fucking blah, 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 then of course you hide them. Of course, anybody, you know, but dude, look at the bottom part of his jaw is like, dude, it's fucking, it's trying to get out the door. It's trying to get out of the car. Look at his fucking face, bro. The bottom part of his jaw is trying to like, let me out. Let me out of the car. Let me out of the car. I don't want to be around you no more, dude. You got to stop smoking that shit, sniffing that shit, or whatever the fuck you do. You got to stop. Wow, dude.
Should have done it before this video. Hopefully, by the time I put this on the internet, it's not already happened. But take it away. I don't deserve it. Give it to somebody else.
Wow.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Take a shot every time he says shenanigans.
This isn't too harsh, I don't think. I'm just not understanding it. The people aren't understanding it.
I love you all.
I'm not going to say you're shenanigans. I just can't go for it. I can't believe it. You are a good person. Please.
Do I love speed walking?
Dude.
No. Honestly, I just got
man.
into this because my car insurance rates got way too expensive.
With the down payment as low as $35.
All right. Oh, that's okay. Hold on.
Yes, how you doing?
All right. Yeah, that's it. We've covered everything as far as this dude goes. That's it. At least for now. I'm sure he'll go live later tonight and try to defend that he's not not on the verge of having a cardiac arrest, like right there. Oh, y'all can hear Panda snoring? Yeah, Panda snoring. You're a good girl. She's a good girl. Dude, like, I don't know what's going on with that dude's physique, bro. Because it's funny, like, when you look at like old videos of his, right? Hold on. I think Toast went over one from a long time ago where he was like really skinny, dude. I noticed that. I was like, dude is super skinny. Dude, there's so much shit. I could just randomly click on anything right here. I could click on fucking anything, dude. Let's go old school white boy. Let's go old school. Oh, oh, here we go, folks.
You're at the International Bridge in Del Rio. Are you talking about that picture?
This is the title here says Border Crisis Update live at the International Bridge.
Over the media where there's like all those immigrants and stuff. Who's coming over? Illegals from Haiti?
Check out the freshly shaved head.
Mexicans. Who else? No. Well, yeah, he stopped the drone, so the media can't show the drone. Can you tell us anything? I'll get it out there as soon as possible. Just give me something.
I don't think he's on the phone.
What's that? It smells.
I don't think he's actually on the phone.
Like, oh, it smells like horse manure. Yeah, I saw there's not too many like porta potties, but it just smells like horse manure.
I was cutting my hair, dude, and I answered this, but I could definitely, you know.
Oh, they called him the imaginary border crisis people.
I could feel what you're saying because I was in prison with the same people, and they smell like crap.
Wow. So he's referring to Mexicans, okay, specifically, immigrants, specifically Mexicans, and he just said that they generally smell like crap. Nice.
You're at the International Bridge in Del Rio. Are you talking about that picture all over the media where there's like all those immigrants and stuff? Who's coming over? Illegals from Haiti?
Dude, I just randomly clicked on this.
Mexicans. Who else? No. Well, yeah, he stopped the drone, so the media can't show the drone. Can you tell us anything? I'll get it out there as soon as possible. Just give me something. What's that?
Like he thinks this is funny.
It smells like. Oh, it smells like horse manure. Yeah.
Oh, horse manure. Oh, okay.
I saw there's not too many like porta potties, but it just smells like horse manure. I was cutting my hair, dude, and I answered this, but I could definitely.
Yeah, I was in the middle of finishing up, just wrapping up the finishing touches on my racist uniform.
I could feel what you're saying because I was in prison with the same people, and they.
Because I'm a racist piece of shit. Actually, I don't even know why he went to prison, but we know that he was a racist in prison, don't we?
They smell like crap. You're at the International Bridge in Del Rio. Are you talking about that picture all over the media where there's like.
He does seem to have this weird obsession with poop, doesn't he, Toast? Like, it's kind of like, like, I mean, I got to sit on the toilet and do streams, and I got to talk about shit all the time. And like, he loves shit. He loves it.
Like all those immigrants and stuff. Who's coming over? Illegals from Haiti? Mexicans? Who else? No. Well, yeah, he stopped the drone.
Hold on. Hold on. Listen, I love you, Pendar. I do love you. I do. But this isn't a safe space. And when you say something, you're going to get something. Chances are, we know that racism is not a crime. I actually defend anyone's right to have any opinion or feelings about anything that they want. But make no mistake, I and most of my subscribers and most of my channel members understand that being a racist is parallel with being a piece of shit. So it's not okay to be a racist. Now, you have your right to believe in what you want. You do have your right to believe in what you want. But since you have that right, I have the right to call you a piece of shit for being a fucking racist. Yeah. So just saying. I know you said sorry to say. Great disclaimer there, but
drone, so the media can't show the drone. Can you tell us anything? I'll get it out there as soon as possible. Just give me something. What's that? It smells like. Oh, it smells like horse manure.
All right.
Yeah, I saw there's not too many like porta potties, but.
Nice save. Fair enough. Okay. Since I addressed it, I will give you. It's fair. You're saying that I misunderstood, that you meant that you wish it was. I'm going to disagree with you again on that. Now, okay, I want it clear. Okay, she's making it clear that she is not defending racism. She's not, obviously. But I don't wish that racism was illegal. I will proudly say that. And that is because now racist, hateful acts that attack people, that actually hurt people and fuck people up, that is no bueno, never okay. But your opinion is your opinion. You cannot cherry pick what your rights are. It's just the way that It is. It's just, there's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing that I want to do about that, to be perfectly honest. I am not going to sit here and act like, well, you know, I wish it was illegal to say this, but not that. That's not how America works. Freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, freedom of beliefs. That's how America is. And I'm a patriot. So I will defend his right to feel the way that he does. But I get to call you a piece of shit for it. It's how it works. Island Gypsies AMI, thank you so much. Yes, be a good human. I agree 100%. Thank you so much. Exactly, Hope. Exactly. I mean, you know, yeah, you're free to think how you want, but if you're fucking loud about it, expect someone to be loud back. You know, I mean, it's just how that works. But do I want somebody locked up for their beliefs? No, I don't believe in that at all.
Oh, it just smells like horse manure. I was cutting my hair, dude, and I answered this, but I could definitely, you know, I could feel what you're saying because I was in prison with the same people, and they smell like crap.
Wow.
You're at the International
It's
Bridge
the second time
in
you
Del
said
Rio.
that, by the way.
Are you talking about that picture all over the media where there's like all those immigrants and stuff? Who's coming over? Illegals from Haiti, Mexicans. Who else? No. Well, yeah, he stopped the drone, so the media can't show the drone. Can you tell us anything? I'll get it out there as soon as possible. Just give me something.
Well, see, I don't agree with that
What's
either.
that?
I don't necessarily agree with that either. Love Shack Sarah. Because that almost excuses it, right? It almost excuses it. No, you have a choice. All you have to do is not be ignorant, because racism is what? It's hatred, right? Hatred spawns from fear. And fear, as far as that goes, is spawned by ignorance. So, one would simply have to learn to not be ignorant. Simple. One would simply have to learn to not be ignorant, to be aware, to make themselves aware, and then form a carefully form an opinion on your environment, on the things around you. But when you're just dismissive and spew out things that imply hatred, and even things that are like, well, you know, I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to find the right way to word this. Right. Education, absolutely. And it doesn't even have to be school. You just have to fucking pay attention to your surroundings and see how others are affected by certain things that take place in the world. You know, this is a guy who just doesn't seem to have any. Here, I'm just gonna randomly pick another one. Clout chasing gone horrible.
Sally sold seashells by the seashore. So she set up a store on Squarespace and soon sold swanky.
Yo.
No, I realized that it's I realized that it was a short video. Thank you, Toast, for letting me know. I realized that it was on the shorts. It was one of the shorts, and those things go on a loop.
Hey, is this thing?
Oh, there it goes.
Is this thing on?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I need a thumbs up. I'm driving. I ain't got much time. You can't make this shit up, man.
You can't make this
you
shit
can't
up?
make this shit up.
Never heard him say that before.
I tried to go live twice before, and I was rudely interrupted. You cannot make this shit up, people.
You cannot make
You
this shit up.
cannot make this shit up.
Take a shot every time he says you can't make this shit up.
Okay, kids, pay attention, kids. This is Tekashi 6ix9ine gone backwards. I'm out driving the truck.
Get the fuck
Get
out
a call
of here.
to
You
work.
drive a truck? Get out of
Crazy,
town.
the craziness talk, right? The docs happens, right? My boss is not me, man. He reacts different, man. You know what I mean? And look, man, I try to tell him, like, he's like, we got to call it in. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm out, you know, I dodge it. I do the best I can. I don't know why I did that, but I dodged it. All right.
That's real. Like, I'm not even trying to lie. Like, you guys could probably tell this wine is starting to kick in. But we're going to have fun regardless. I promise.
I'm like skull fucking. Oh, by the way.
What?
I'm going to post all this. But if you gave me something, I will protect your stuff, right? So I get a hold of Mr. Wells.
Oh, so this time you got a hold of him.
I don't know that dude. I don't know these dudes. I never was going out there. This is trolling gone all the way bad. This is the story of literally the big bad wolf. Literally
the big bad wolf. Now, dude, that really annoys me when people misuse the word literally. Like, literally means literally. It means it's self-explanatory. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, I literally found a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow, because it's impossible. I could say, well, it's like I found a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Like, finding him on YouTube is like finding a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. If I say that I literally found a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow, that would be inaccurate, because I didn't literally do that. I literally found a moron who loves to film himself on YouTube.
Not gonna believe me, but I'll give you a little taste just to prove it to you. I called Mr. Wells. My opinion on that whole case, that whole fiasco. I'm not trying to be funny here. I think there's something like wrong with that man.
I'm not trying to be funny.
You know, I try to, like, you know, level with the man. I don't know that dude. I don't make videos of him. You know, and I'm trying to, like, let him know what the deal is. You know, now it's to this. Disconnected, blah, blah, blah. Is what it is. I tell him what's up. I don't know, 5 minutes later, the wolf emails me. Call me, asshole. I'm like, I don't owe you nothing, dude. Keep in mind. I'm like thinking to myself, right? Man,
no,
like,
you're never.
Should I dodge these dudes or what?
Always thinking.
Really at this point, man, it's
everyone
my work
else.
involved. But I can, like, play it off for Mr. Wells. I don't know him. Listen to what I was talking about last night. So Benny emails me. He's like, call me, blah, blah, blah. I call him. This is the mouth. I'm like, dude, you know how stupid you... Oh, I'm gonna post it all. I mean,
he hasn't made a point yet. I have yet to find a video
So
that
he's
I
like,
cover about this guy where he actually makes a point. It hasn't happened yet.
he starts rambling. I'm like, dude, shut up.
He starts
Shut
rambling.
up. I don't owe you nothing.
Now I've had public conversations with Benny, and one thing, whether you agree with Benny or not, okay, whether you agree with his methods, whether you agree with the type of person he is, or blah blah blah, whatever, he at least has a point to what he's doing. Always, consistently, Benny is an intelligent enough person to where he can actually make a point to what he's talking about. Like, this is proof that this dude just doesn't pay attention when people are talking at all. He's just waiting for his turn to talk and then say nothing.
Mouth. He won't shut up. And he hangs up. 2 minutes later, you can't make this shit up.
Take a shot.
He threatens my mom. I got so many emails on this dude.
Probably just said something sexual about his mom.
Like horror stories. This dude with the dog. Like, I don't know this dude, people. And I'm literally sliding for them.
What?
Like, I'm violating. But I'm violating. Why? Yeah. And then, so I'm thinking about him like, man, look, it's my work, this and that. This dude's mouth, man. He calls me back. I'm like, bro, I wasn't joking, bro. We're going to leave it at that. Listen, man, I'm going to end it with like this right here. I had no plans on going up there. None. Right?
Okay, people. It's 6 minutes into a 27-minute stream, and he just said he was going to end it. But he obviously doesn't.
I don't know this dude, right? Not from a hole in a wall. This is clout and bullying. And a lot of y'all that sent me all that stuff, that is crazy, right? But listen, man, I stuck up for my friends, right?
What?
I try to get in the ring with them. You don't want to get in the ring. He's with the craziness. Nah, bro. That's moms, bro. See,
what I find interesting is that he doesn't see a pattern. He doesn't seem to see a pattern. There's a pattern here. The pattern is that every single person that you speak to, dude, is just kind of it gives up on speaking to you because there's no conversation being had. How the fuck? Like, I would imagine, okay, I've never been in prison before, but I would imagine that prison, the only thing that there really is to do consistently is to talk to people, to have conversations, right? How the fuck did this guy survive prison when it's clear that it's impossible to have a conversation with this person? How is that possible? How did that happen?
I'm going to teach you how to be quiet now. You don't disrespect mama. Hell no. Coward boy. All them women you tried? Nah, man. Nah, man. Nah. You thought I was joking? I tried to tell you, bro. I tried you, but your mouth, bro.
And you notice
your
what's
mouth,
really
you kept
funny
on.
is
you kept on.
Me and Toast are the only people using this guy for content, right? We're the only people using this guy for content. This dude, like, this guy has been targeting Benny, and Benny hasn't even given him the fucking time of day. Like, when I talk to Benny about him, he'll make one little comment and blow him off. He'll be like, yeah, you guys fucking stupid. Like, Benny does not focus on this dude in the slightest bit. We do because it's fucking funny. But Benny doesn't do anything with, like, this guy hates Benny so much, and Benny's just like
on. You kept on. I got your phone number. Blah, blah. The first thing I said is, hey, man, I'm trying to keep this off social media. Mr. Wells, that dude is slow. Them people are slow. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm literally telling this man, like, bro, look.
No, we know. We know that there's nothing funny other than why we find it funny about you calling other people slow. Just saying.
Like, it's kind of serious, man. I don't even know you. This is ridiculous. Like, I'm like, he's just like, dessert. I'm just like, this is like a fiasco. This is literally a fiasco. I don't even know this dude.
Fiasco, guys.
He is searching for clout so bad. He just keeps on. Accountability. See, look, man.
Here's a word.
You should
you know nothing about.
You should have stopped. I seen all that shit you did to them people. All that shit you did. And I'm sitting there like skull fucking like, I had to check myself.
Wait. Okay. Okay. First off, Hope, no, he's not pretending to talk to Don Wells. Well, he's claiming that he has talked to Don Wells. But there's no evidence of this at all that I've seen anywhere. I haven't seen any evidence that this dude has had any conversation with Don Wells. But it wouldn't surprise me if he did, only because Don Wells will talk to fucking anyone. But right. Toast, I was just about to get to that. He just used, I think he just used skull fucking as just like a, you know, like what I do sometimes when I'm trying to find the thought, I go fucking, which I'm better about these days, but I used to just be like fucking. But does he just say skull fucking? Skull fucking?
I'm like, what are you sliding ability? See, look, man. You should have just stopped. You should have stopped.
Okay.
I seen all that shit you did to them people.
What people?
All that shit you did. And I'm sitting there like skull fucking like, I had to check myself.
He's sitting there skull fucking like he's got to check himself. Sitting there skull fucking like I gotta check myself. Say that one more time. Yeah, I was just sitting there and, you know, skull fucking. I gotta check myself. I'm gonna fucking just say that shit randomly from now on. Hey guys, I was just sitting there skull fucking. I had to check myself, you know. like it's a deep thought. Hold on. I was just sitting there, you know, skull fucking. I had to check myself. Just, you know how when you're skull fucking, you gotta check yourself? Well, I was just sitting there, skull fucking. I had to check myself.
I'm like, what are you sliding for them dudes for? Fuck that dude, man. You don't threaten my mom, bro. And then you think you got my number. I told you what the situation was. I tried to tell you I'm going to keep it off social media. At this point, It don't matter. I tried to tell you, Mr. Wells. Man, you're a dumb man, man. You are a dumb man. Accountability, though, man.
What about
accountability? I do miss that from the prison system. Accountability, man.
I'd love to know what his
The
thoughts
big bad
are
wolf.
on accountability.
Man, if you've been hurt with this dude, if you've been hurt by this dude, if this dude's doxed you, look, I tried to get in a ring and whoop this dude. And I'm not incriminating myself at all. A legal event. You cannot keep threatening my friends to the point where I got to come out my pocket. Bro, you're letting this internet thing get, I don't know who, listen, I don't know who called my work. But somebody did.
Maybe.
It could have been a
Here's a thought. Maybe if you didn't blast your work all over the internet, then people wouldn't call it. I'm not calling it. But, you know, maybe if you just didn't fucking blast your work all over the internet, all over YouTube, didn't go live in your work clothes and in your work truck to talk about ridiculous bullshit, people wouldn't call your job. It's just a thought.
Troll, I don't know. But you're bringing my work into this. You could have gotten a ring like a man, bro. You don't mess with, you don't.
How is someone else bringing your work into it when you go live from work?
Mess with women, bro. This dude is stupid, man. Yeah, I
What the
can't
fuck's he
stand people
talking
hurting
about?
animals, man.
I still don't know what he's talking
Can't
about.
stand people hurting animals.
There's no explanation, and now he's talking about hurting animals. Now he's talking about animals getting hurt. What the fuck is he talking about? Okay, wait. Actually, now I know. As far as the Benny thing, there's the whole thing with Benny was that he hurt or killed a dog. According to Benny, it's because it attacked his mom. Sorry, but if a dog, I don't know if that's the truth. I don't know if it's a lie, but you know, the fact is if a dog was attacking my mom, I would do whatever I had to do to defend my mom. You know, I don't care if it's a dog or if it's a fucking burglar or whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm going to defend my mom.
He's so stupid. He can't keep his mouth shut. He can't keep his mouth. I started this. I tried to start this live 3 times. He kept calling back, and he's trying to talk over me. I'm like, dude, do you realize that I'm not joking?
Saying. I don't believe anything he's saying.
Come on, man. Nah, bro. Nah, man. You should have gotten that ring, bro. You should have manned up.
Gotten what ring? What are you talking
manned
about?
Up. You must be mental, bro. You have to have some screws loose. You have to have some screws loose. Are you stupid? This internet shit is that, man. This is, hey kids, this is trolling or cyberbullying or mental awareness to the maximum.
To the maximum.
Let me repeat this.
Hi, this is Governor Ron DeSantis. We are fighting the good fight in the state of Florida. And
I avoided talking to the people.
I thought he was going to repeat what he just said.
Called the dude. This to the maximum. Let me repeat this. You have to have some screws loose. Are you stupid? This internet shit is that, man. This is, hey kids, this is trolling.
Hey kids.
Or cyberbullying or mental awareness to the maximum.
Our cyberbullying or trolling or mental awareness, okay? Because those are all peas of the same pod, okay? Trolling, cyberbullying, and mental awareness, according to him. To the maximum.
Let me repeat this. Screws loose.
One more time.
You have to have some screws loose. Are you stupid? This internet shit is that, man. This is, hey kids, this is trolling or cyberbullying or mental awareness to the maximum. Let me repeat this. I avoided talking to the people. Okay? Called the dude. Call Mr. Wells.
Thought you were going to repeat what you
Come on, man.
said.
I don't know these people. I like Mr. Wells. Like everything on YouTube is fake. I'm like, bro, you realize, like, I tried to invite that dude to an event, right? He's just like, who are you talking about, Man Hill? I'm like, I don't know that
what
dude,
he
bro.
said, Pendar. He doesn't remember.
I'm like, man, these people are scared. I'm like, you want that attention? And the connection's bad and this and that. And then listen, I ain't dumb.
To the
What would I look like calling him back 1,000 times? You know, I was hoping he heard me, but hey, it is what it is. He called me back.
What it is.
And then like 3 minutes later, moron, I tried to tell him.
This guy has not expressed a coherent thought.
Tell on yourself, bro. Who does that? Who does that? Tired of it. I'm tired of it. Listen, you had your chance to get in the ring. I don't play these mental games, bro. I am not a battered woman that you done to. All these people you hurt. Listen. You should have humbled yourself. I told you leave me alone. You had your chance. I don't play these games. Now, Mom. No siree, Bob. In prison. You better not ever say nothing about nobody's mom in prison. Never. Nah, bro.
And I'm getting a lot.
Nah, bro. I told you to get in the paint and you bucked.
I'm getting a lot of comments, man. Like people talking about this dude like raping people in prison. Now, there's no proof of this at all. But I will say this. I will say that having covered this guy's content as much as I have, if there's like a scenario in prison where, you know, and this is just based on a lot of movies I watch, you know, just to be honest, but if there's a scenario where it's like rape or be raped, that dude's raping. like for sure. Like if it's like, hey, you want to prove yourself to the Aryan Brotherhood, then you rape this person, you know? And then he's like, oh, okay. Like I could see that. I could just see this guy, like, you know, I'm not saying that because he doesn't come off as the dominant type that could actually, you know, I don't know. He seems way too insecure. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see. He seems way too insecure. He seems like every decision that he made, that a guy that I'm looking at right here, if he's in prison, I don't see him exuding any dominance. I see every decision he's making out of fear of consequence because somebody is dominating him in some way, shape, or form. Now, maybe he did or did not get raped in prison. I don't know. What I'm saying is the personality that I'm seeing, if I had to speculate as to if or not he was a rapist in prison, well, I don't know. But if he was a rapist in prison, I'd say it's because somebody was pulling his puppet strings and saying rape, you know? Like, I just don't see him being generally naturally dominant. I just don't. I see him wanting to be, trying to be, you know, but who knows? Maybe that's exactly what made him a rapist in prison. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe that insecurity is all it took.
You don't have to repost the PETA thing and put snitch wipe while lockdown radio.
He seems like a bottom, doesn't he, Courtney? Seems like a bottom.
I avoided talking to these people, man. And you did this to yourself. Nah, man. Mama, I love you, Mama. I will always protect you.
Right, Rojo, he does.
And you kept calling back.
Now,
so I'm like,
and
listen,
that's the thing. Let me
literally
touch on that for a second.
Like, you ever taught
Rojo, you're saying he acts like being in prison is a badge of honor, and you're right. He wears it like that's his whole fucking thing. That's his whole YouTube personality, really. He's like, I'm part of the prison community, blah 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 blah. Right, but the thing though is, it would be a badge of honor if he had actually taken accountability for his actions. And he was actually doing positive things. Like, I know people that have been to prison. I know people that have been to jail. And then they were like, shit, I need to turn my life around, you know? And then they go and they teach kids, or they lead AA meetings, or what the fuck ever. You know what I mean? They do amazing things. This dude is not contributing jack shit of positivity to his environment at all. Like, he's just bragging about having been in prison because he thinks it makes him look tough, maybe, but it doesn't.
Somebody.
See, I feel like being in prison is a lot. Now, I don't know about either, but I feel like being in prison, aside from the difference in pride and shame, obviously, but the experiences that you would, the experiences that you may or may not experience in prison, right, are traumatic. And then you have people who are veterans who served in war, right? The ones who actually served in war and actually did shit, they don't talk about it. They don't brag about it. They're just like, fuck, I did my shit, and I'm proud that I did my shit, but I'm glad it's over. And I don't want to talk about it. And I don't want to pat on the back for it. I just want to live my life. That's the vibe that I get from veterans that have actually served and actually done things, in combat. You know what I mean? Now, this dude, he's acting like one of those loudmouths, because he is obviously a loudmouth, but he's acting like a fucking loudmouth, who talks too much about being in prison. And that tells me that this dude in prison was not anything to be respected at all. Because I would imagine the dude that is the most respected in prison doesn't want to talk about prison. You know what I mean? Just like the veteran doesn't want to talk about war. Now, there's pride in being a veteran, and there's shame in being a prisoner. But there can be pride in being a prisoner if you are the type of person, like I said before, to take accountability for your actions and want to change and want to use that experience in your life to educate others. He's not doing that. He's not trying to educate anyone. He's just trying to get some sort of clout for it. And it's weird.
I mean, he's doing the stupid Joker laugh, and I'm telling him, right? But he's trying to talk over me, I'm like, bro, why didn't you just get in the ring? Why did you do this? He's just not letting me get a word in. I'm literally like, hey, babe, the computer, play. I'm like, literally, like as he's talking over me, I'm like, they're not even going to believe us. So there's a video. Too many horror stories, man. Bro, you've done some damage, bro. You talk all, you think you know about prison?
Many people don't know this, but if you qualify for this new offer through Pink Energy, you could get paid over.
I'm gonna stop right there.
Are you?
Accountability, man. You mean what you say. You mean what you say.
We're only
You
halfway
say what
through,
you mean.
folks.
And you got to learn when a man is serious. I literally avoided these people. Okay, listen. Listen. At the end of the day, it's my work. I gotta probably avoided him a little bit longer. The whole point was to try to get through to Mr. Wells. Hey, dude, you might want to just. This dude is killing you, but he is like Mr. Wells is not a smart man. That whole Summer Wells case.
I don't disagree with that, but you're not either.
I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't know if he was drunk or on drugs or like I hit him up like a man.
There's nothing funny about it.
It is what it is. It is what it is. You ain't gonna threaten my mom. No way. I call you out. I call you out on a one-on-one man. On a one-on-one fight. I call you out. In an event in your town. You say, nah, I ain't worried about you.
That's assault,
I ain't worried
brother.
about you. Continue to threaten women. Continue to threaten women. Keep talking about me. Keep smutting me. Well, if you ain't worried about me, why are you talking about me?
Smutting.
Nah, man. Nah, man. This is internet. Could you imagine, Saib? You can't make this. You cannot make this shit up.
Cheers. You know, and
Literally.
that's probably true.
You can't make it up.
In the interest of empathy, I will say, being in prison, I mean, who knows how much time he served? I think he said 9 years once. I mean, that's 9 years of your life. That's going to somehow affect your maturity, because if you look at it depends on the caliber of person that he surrounded himself with while he was in prison. I feel like there's people there that are like, I'm here and I have a lot to learn. My life sucks, blah, blah, blah. And those are people to surround yourself with so that you don't end up going back. But there's also the caliber of people that are like him that are like, well, I didn't do shit. Like I'm here because fucking, this person did this to me and blah, 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 blah. And even if they admit, hey, I killed somebody, well, it's because, my mom or my dad beat me up, or I did this, or I did that, my mom or my dad did this, and I was never raised right, and blah, 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 blah. Right. There's a lot of that, otherwise, you may not end up in prison. If you're capable of just taking some accountability for your own actions and think, you know what, it's nobody's fault but mine where I'm at. So, maybe you wouldn't make a mistake, and feel the need to rob a store or do whatever got you in prison, but I'm getting the vibe from him that he's the kind of person that surrounded himself with people who make excuses for themselves and their behavior.
You cannot make this up.
Fuck.
All right, man. I'll take a few comments and let me go handle this, man.
Yeah, that's a big mystery, Heels.
I think I love you.
That's a big mystery.
Hey, man, listen.
Because it's a funny thing. Like, I'm torn because I'm really curious as to why he's in prison, why he was in prison. I'm really curious as you know, as to what it, as far as his character goes, but I don't want to know. The only way that I'm going to know for sure is through proof, and proof is going to require his full name and shit, which I'm just not interested in knowing. I don't want to know. So it's a catch-22 basically. Like I kind of want to know, but I don't want to know bad enough to where somebody doxes him. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I can't speak for Toast, but I assume it's kind of the same thing. It's just like, you know, I'm not for doxing at all. I don't want to know that bad, you know? So I am going to personally discourage you from sending me this guy's personal information if you have it, because I don't want it. I honestly don't want it. And if I get it, I'm not going to use it. There's no fucking way I'm going to use it. Like, I don't want to know this guy's personal information. But I am curious as to why he went to prison. The only way is to actually, what's really ironic and sad is the only way that I would accept, as far as knowing, morally speaking, is if he admitted and said why he went to prison. But the problem with that is I don't believe a fucking word that comes out of this guy's mouth. He's not credible at all. You know, there's nothing about this guy that's credible. Nothing. So I'm realizing that I'm just gonna have to live with the fact that I'm never gonna know. I'm never gonna know.
Listen, this dude has mental issues. Like, do you realize, before I do this, do you realize that I avoided them and tried to reach out? Okay. After seeing horror stories and emails, not opinion, like facts and screenshots and thank you and thank you and thank you. And it's like I keep seeing it's all women, man, all women.
I've been a member for about 6-7 years. It was probably about 2:30 in the morning. I ran in my car. I was telling my wife to call the cops, and my wife was she was in shock. So I ran in my car. I had my phone charging. Called 911. I said shots were fired. I need the cops here now, and I need them now. Next thing you know, I was in cuffs. I was in the back seat. I was going down to the station. I called the number, and they started leading me and started getting emails. And right away, very responsive, very quick. They already knew everything I was going through. Everything was very helpful from beginning to end. Emails, staying in contact with you, calling you, asking you for information, sending everything. But they're there for you, man. I can't say anymore. They're there for you. Once you actually go through it, it's a whole different ballgame. All the training, all the videos, everything that I watched, and you know everything.
Really elaborate on like everything until there's like a point. What I'm telling this dude, bro, I'm not calling you. Do you realize? Communicate any better than hey bro, please I need an author. You can't even make this shit up.
Fuck.
Email me, man, if you're an author.
Oh my God, this guy with the author.
So here's what I'm gonna do, man.
Now, see, that's the thing is, I'm trying to figure out, because there's two sides to a coin. Because I saw somebody in chat just a minute ago say something about drugs and assault, right? And I'm thinking like, well, you know, he's not smart enough to be a drug dealer. Like, he's just not. There's no way that this guy is smart enough to actually be a drug dealer. But at the same time, well, he got caught, you know, so maybe he tried. Maybe he tried being a drug dealer and failed really bad and then ended up locked up. So who knows? Who knows?
I can't see the comments. You know, when I do these lives, but I do want to see if he's mental or not. Because he kept calling me. Is he in the comments?
Now he's sweating. Why are you sweating, dude?
I don't know nothing about none of my friends or where they're at. I don't know nothing about that.
Is he just driving around? Like, what's he doing?
You stand up for your friends, man, and you always go for your family. Fuck you, look. This dude is, you got to be stupid. You think
See, I don't
after
buy
all
that
the shit you talk
Hold on a second.
and all the threats you do.
Donald Duck, okay. He's saying that. Maybe he told you that. I don't know. I don't know where you got that information from. And it's possible that, you know what I mean? It's probably credible. Who knows? But there's nothing about this dude that tells me that he's recovering from anything. There's nothing about his behavior, because if you ever talk to somebody who's in recovery, who's actually in recovery and actually utilizing recovery, if you actually talk to them, they will talk all about accountability, but they'll describe their own behavior as someone who's being accountable. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they don't just throw the word out saying accountability. They actually show you that they're accountable for their own actions through their behavior. He's not doing that at all. This guy blames the world for all his shit. So I don't think he's in recovery at all. I'm not going to give him that credit. I don't believe this guy's in recovery. We just saw a video where this dude was fucking like chewing his jaw off. You know what I mean?
I think of a nice, brilliant legal plan to embarrass you and really inflict some pain on you in a legal event. Okay? Wow. You think you're going to say no because you're a coward? And you think you're going to try these little games that you do on these people with me? Man, you might be able to.
That is not the behavior of somebody in recovery right there. This is a guy right now who's saying, just because you said no to fighting me, right, to throwing fists, just because you said no to that, I'm still going to find a way to fucking punish you. One way or the other, I'm going to find it. That's his attitude right now. Think about that. This is not somebody who's trying to improve their life. This is somebody who's too focused on trying to fuck somebody else's life up to improve their own life. You see what I'm saying? This dude is not in any type of recovery whatsoever. He is not exuding the behavior of anyone that is in recovery at all.
But when you call my employment and my mom, bro, come on, man. Game over, bro. Game over. Game over, bro. You know what I'm saying? Game over.
Yep.
Game over.
Those aren't bragging rights, Katie May.
And you got me. I don't even know you, bro.
But good for you.
I'm dodging these people.
Sorry, I'm just fucking with you.
This is one of this. You could not. All right, y'all. That's it for tonight, man.
Is it?
End of the road.
End of the road. Okay, hold on. Wait. Nope, not quite. Still another 7 minutes left.
Hey, listen, man.
I'm listening. Right. Hope. Exactly. I personally believe that recovery is getting to the nitty-gritty of what made you an addict, what makes you feel dependent on a substance, right? I genuinely feel that that's the case. I don't think that this guy has even scratched the surface of the shit that has ever made him dependent on a substance. In fact, like I said, I believe him to be somebody who still indulges in substances and has made YouTube one of those substances. I think that he absolutely is addicted to YouTube and the I guess the approval that he gets. I think that his low self-esteem is causing him to, and I'm not a mental health professional. This is just, one human thinking about another. But I feel like he is addicted to approval because he has such low self-esteem that he needs that approval. He's absolutely running from something. Exactly, Katie May. Exactly.
I don't know this dude. Just recapping this. I don't know, dude.
Did you just take a hit?
I have no idea.
I'm putting you out there.
My name. All right, y'all. That's it for tonight, man. End of the road. Hey, listen, man. Look. I don't know this dude. Just recapping this. I don't know, dude. I have no idea how my name got brought into this. I'm guessing, I really don't. I'm guessing it was a clout video or something to do. I don't know when I was first brought up.
Friends would walk up to me and just be like, "What the f is in your mug?" And I would just tell them,
I don't know this dude. I've never spoken about Mr. Wells. Okay. My opinion is, people, could you imagine? Like, this is like, you can't even make this shit up. And I know, there's a point where
is there a
I'm about to leave, right?
Video?
I'm here now.
Okay, if there is one,
there's a point where I'm about to
God.
leave. You see the titles changed, and I think at that point he maybe thought that I was serious, and he calls.
No way.
And just like talks all crazy. I'm like, bro, why didn't you get in the ring? And then you just he's like, I'm like, dude, you do realize I tried to keep this off social media. You do realize that. You do realize I slid for you. For what? Why would I do that? You know, man, bye-bye, Benny. You are a dumb man. Talk about dumbest criminals. Bro, this is the stupidest scenario in life. In life.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have to watch this. Oh, my God. There's so
he
much
isn't worth
content
your
on
time.
this, dude.
Man, shit. He don't know when to shut up.
Hold on. I don't know that video. You have to give me the exact title and I'll find it.
video ragging on the dude, Jesse.
So Juicy Smollett, there's the Juicy Smollett thing. I'm dying to hear what White Boy has to say about Juicy Smollett.
Smollett, Juicy, whatever you want to call him. You know, I was ragging on him because of the shenanigans that he did. You know, I hate to bring politics to the channel, but look, it's 2022. Let's get real. This guy, if you haven't heard this and you've been living under a rock, this guy, man, he stunted. He faked a hate crime, and he's convicted. And technically, he's a convicted felon. Again, I just made a video on this guy 2 days ago. In Chicago, already his lawyers were able to get him in appellate court, out of jail, 2 days, and that's it. Out of jail, he's appealing it, and you know, he had no sentence. He had no sentence to begin with, which is strange because he faked a hate crime. Now, you know, if that was a white guy with a Trump hat,
you don't begin with a sentence.
What would happen? I mean, I remember January 6th watching like some people just enter a building and cops letting them in, and it's been drilled and embedded in our back of our brains. You know, it's crazy, man. I feel sad if you live in Chicago, and even to not include politics in this, you could say, well, that's money, right? Because truth be told, money does help these situations. You know, an example would be plenty of people go to jail and they have to use a public defender. Let's be honest, that's not the route that Jesse Smollett used or went. He probably had a paid lawyer. We all know this. Matter of fact, the lawyer spoke.
Juicy Smollett.
And the lawyer was talking about a whole bunch of shenanigans that I don't even want to repeat. This is in Chicago. You know,
you can't repeat them because you don't know them.
The home where gangs started from, several different gangs, powerful gangs. You know, it makes you think for a second. You know, take the politics aside. This guy did 2 days off of his bid for staging a hate crime. Remember, he woke up, he was craving eggs and decided to go to Subway. Chicago is probably one of the most liberal places in America. You could not.
Listen, y'all, I'm really craving some eggs. Where do I go? Subway.
You have a better chance finding a winning lottery ticket than a couple guys walking around in MAGA gear, which was his story. And who the hell craves eggs and goes to Subway?
Good point. Yeah, that's the point I made. Fair.
There's other black dudes in this same city who have in that same jail, Cook County, I believe it is, or wherever the prison systems are as well. They don't have a shot at parole. They don't have a shot at anything. They've been sitting in there for years, months. You know, this guy went in for 2 days. 2 days. This type of person who is very pro Black Lives Matter, and when I say that, there's nothing wrong with black.
Listen, first of all, people, there's 2 types of grown men that are Kiss fans. Okay, break it down right now. All right, there's the dude that's in a sludge, ugly, heavy stoner band and just appreciates the riffs from Kiss. And then there's the idiots that think that Kiss is the greatest band in the world. These are two types of people. Two types. All right? Like, there's no way. Okay, now, and I don't even think this dude is even a Kiss fan. I think that he's just somebody who likes the makeup and likes having Paul Stanley, wearing lipstick and, posing in posters on his wall, maybe. But yeah, he's definitely not starting a stoner band. That's all I'm saying.
Black Lives Matter. Okay. I do not like or support the organization Black Lives Matter. I don't support the Marxist, the admission of the organization that says they're Marxist, breaking up nuclear family, which is basically responsible people in a family.
Now we're getting a little critical K there. Yeah, we're getting a little of that. The whole nuclear family thing.
On welfare and all these programs. It's what they promote, people. You can't Google that anymore. Somehow, some way, they changed that off their website from a few years ago. This is out of control, man. Chicago, man.
You can't make this shit up, people.
It kind of exposes the system. It's dirty. If the shoe was on the other foot, I'd like to sit here and make a video if it was a white guy. If it was a white guy that did a hate crime, is there any possibility in 2022 that we would see this situation? The answer is no. We all know this. So to even take that scenario all the way out the window here, look at it at where it's at. Lori Lightfoot, liberal, Chicago. Is that fair to the dude who's been sitting in there for lesser than hate crime?
Dude, listen, you think a fucking intelligent Trump supporter, don't attack me. I believe it or not, there are some intelligent Trump supporters. Whether or not being a Trump supporter is intelligent is not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is, do you think that there's an intelligent Trump supporter that would listen to this guy and go, man, thanks for speaking up? Like, yes, is Chicago a liberal city? It absolutely is, for sure. But do you think that people who are speaking up against Chicago being a liberal city want this guy being the voice for it? No. No.
It's not fair. Not at all. Money talks. We all know this. That's still not fair. That's privilege. Again, I took away the white guy out of this. I took away the MAGA supporter out of this.
Well, thanks, man.
That's privilege. They've been telling me I had white privilege for a long time. Every time I went to jail, I did it my whole time. Bonded out when I could. Nothing like this.
Every time I went to jail.
It really shows that
every time
hypocrisy.
How many times have you been
in
jail,
the system? It's pretty pitiful. This is a hate crime. It's sad, man, to watch this thing unfold. And even more sad, what's going to happen with this case? It's not a long sentence here, people. You couldn't handle just the little bit of time. We got to have a system that works. This right here exposes it and proves that it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even a question.
So we'll keep everybody posted, man.
It's not even a question. He has no fucking idea what
with
any
updates.
of what he talks about means.
It's weird, man. Talking about politics is uncomfortable on YouTube. You go through a phase where you kind of want to not please everybody, but you're brought up not to speak about politics, religion, especially with a lot of people. And I feel as though, there's no way of not speaking about it in 2022. And depending who you talk to, I'm online, so I speak to a lot of people. There are people who.
This is him dancing on the racist line right now.
Still, to this day, believe that Rittenhouse crossed the line in all the media shenanigans. There's people
what the fuck does Rittenhouse have to do with that? Nothing.
There's people that still do not realize the holes in this guy's story. You know, it's sad, man. When you do this stuff here,
like everyone,
you have an opportunity to.
Fucking Dave Chappelle did a whole bit on this dude. Literally the most influential comedian who happens to be a man of color. The most influential comedian did a whole bit on Juicy Smollett, making fun of him. Like, even if there is this iota of people who think that Juicy Smollett there's some valid reason as to why he did what he did, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Those people don't matter. Like, this guy is his focuses and his agenda are showing exactly, and this is the thing, this is why I make fun of racist idiots like this. This is why I'm like, oh, shut him up, shut him down, oh my God. That's why I'm not like that. Is because they're too stupid. Like, if you're a fucking racist idiot like this guy, like, you're stupid. Please start a YouTube channel so I can make fun of you. Please do it. Because I'm not worried about your propaganda getting spread. Intelligent people see what you're doing and see your behavior and go, Jesus Christ, you're fucking dumb. That's why I don't worry about it so much. Now, obviously, racism is a problem. It's a serious fucking problem. Okay? But coming from guys like this, it can be a problem because he could influence another stupid person who might actually take some action. Yes, that's an issue. But generally speaking, like, this dude is too fucking dumb to be a threat. He's too fucking dumb. Yo, Mexi's in the house. What's up, dude? Like, what's going to happen is what you're doing is doing exactly what you're doing here and now. The here and now is that you are content for creators like me. You're a joke. You're stupid. Your way of thinking is stupid and it's ignorant. And it's not a threat in any way, shape, or form to anybody.
Say different things and show different sides, you know, but it can be a lot to have on your shoulders if you're not used to it, you know. And I think, man, at the end of the day, you have to do what's right, man. And I think everybody thinks this case is shenanigans. Even if you're not talking about it in your own household, you see right through this thing, man, and it's not fair. You know, we're living in a very strange time right now. Very strange.
Are we? Okay.
Free Cain Velasquez. That man should have done 2 days in jail. He has no bail. None. And he tried to shoot somebody who tried to molest his own family, a little girl in his own family. No bail. How backwards is that, people? How backwards? See, these two people, both examples.
Now, he's not giving any actual facts, okay, because we don't know the details. Maybe that guy was denied bail because he's a repeat offender. Maybe that person was denied bail because they might have a passport and have means to leave the country. Who knows what the circumstances are as far as why this person was denied bail. That's how the law works. It's how it is.
Hate crime, attempt to off a chomo, no criminal record on either side, 2 different locations. One super liberal, one not as, but on its way. Look how different. I just hope everyone's paying attention, man. And this thing, we'll keep everybody posted on it.
Paying attention.
It's tough to talk about because we talk about crime and prison over here, and this is a very unusual circumstance to happen. You never even really hear about this.
He has no idea what he's talking about. Again,
look, people.
Another stream randomly that I just
prison.
clicked on. This dude has no fucking idea.
Sometimes 15,
what
20
he's talking
years
about
before they can go back on appeal with paid lawyers. Sometimes it's the same amount of time if they have a public defender or a paid lawyer. This is very strange. There's something up. We all see through it. But it should be out here on the inner zones, man. And that's what this one's for. Until the next one, man, White Boy Lockdown Radio. Smash a like, subscribe, follow the Twitter. I'm out of here.
Okay. Now, yeah. This dude is a fountain of content. I'm going to continue to talk about this dude. I'm going to continue to cover his content. As long as he has a channel up, as long as his videos are public, I'm going to continue to talk about it. But I have not neglected the crime cases that I've been covering. And I promise you that I will be doing a deep dive into the Barry Morphew case. I will be also doing a deep dive into Timmy D's. Because I really need that guy's story to get out there. He's not a little girl. He's not a woman, but he is a missing person. And the circumstances of which he has gone missing are extremely questionable. And it's a really weird thing. And it hits home too, because it happens in it happens that it takes place in the greater St. Louis area. And I was born in St. Louis. So it hits home to me a little bit. And I really want to get his story out there. And I really want to give his mom a voice. So hopefully, well, that's okay. 10-9. I'm glad you're following that case. I'm not 100% sure that I have convinced myself that there's a police cover-up, but I do feel like there is some neglect from law enforcement in this case, at least, in all fairness. Courtney W., his name is Timmy D's. And I'm going to be really, really, really diving deep on that. So yeah, nobody else is talking about it. And I really wish that they would, if I'm being totally honest. So, hold on, let's see. I'm so saddened to see you constantly going after this guy and have been doing more true crime. Sorry, but I'm disappointed the glare. Stay positive like before. Hey, I haven't changed at all. I realize that the content is various. And that's okay. If that's the thing is I'm going to be honest with you guys about what I'm doing with my channel is the truth is I'm not doing anything really any different. This is a guy who hashtags Summerwell's name to get views. And so I discredit people who do that when they don't shit about the case. My focus and my concern is that Summerwell's gets justice or hopefully even better, is found. And so I'm always going to do that. And the truth is, I've lost a lot of subscribers, and that's fine. My whole thing is, I want to be understood in the sense that I'm going to talk about whatever the fuck I want, period. And I want subscribers who understand that. So I don't mind losing subscribers. I honestly don't. I'm going to talk about whatever I want. I'm going to talk about whatever strikes the mood. And sometimes it's going to be serious. Sometimes it's going to be funny. Sometimes it's going to be somewhere in between. And the truth is, I don't give a shit if you, if I don't care about your criticisms as far as that goes. The way I see it is, you're the one missing out if you're like, well, I only want to watch the Glairer because he does this. I mean, sorry, I one particular subject does not consume my thoughts. If that particular subject consumes your thoughts, then you're right. I'm not the channel for you, but I'm grateful for you listening. I am, and I'm happy that you're here, but I have opinions on many things, not just crime cases, and so that's how that is. I don't know what else to tell you. Well, that just makes me feel stupid. That just makes me feel dumb and used. I don't want you to fuck off, Ditzy Blonde. I really don't. I just, I'm not gonna. And here's the thing: is there are very few crime cases that I'm going to talk about that nobody else is talking about. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm the end all be all on crime cases in the slightest bit, even remotely, even remotely. I just have my opinions on cases that most people are talking about. Now, this Timmy D's case is something that kind of hits home a little bit, and that's why I want to be able to talk about it, because nobody else is. Sometimes I'm going to do that, but it doesn't mean that that's going to be the extent of my content either, that I'm just going to focus on cases that nobody else is talking about. No, I'm going to talk about cases that everybody's talking about. I've done that. I would like to think that you tune in to me because you want my opinion on these cases, and that's it. But don't tune in here looking for facts that aren't made available on Google, because that's not going to happen. Because I'm going to go by what law enforcement releases to the public through mainstream media. Those are the facts of the cases that I'm always going to share. And I'm going to give my opinions on that and only that. Okay. So, if you're looking for the, the scoop on this channel, this is the wrong channel. That's not what you're going to get here. Right. Blue Moon, well said. I enjoy the change in different opinions and people in chat. Right. And I know you're referring to me, but the way that I read that in the first place was, there are all kinds of channels. There are so many channels on YouTube that are talking about the same thing, and you're going to get different opinions, and you're going to get different perspectives. And I'm just trying to contribute to one of those perspectives, or the overall, I'm trying to contribute my perspective to that overall pool of perspectives. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to solve anything here. There are professionals for that. No, and yeah, and your opinions are welcome here, 10-9, as far as that case goes, especially since you seem to be the only one in my chat right now. And it's not to say anything bad about anybody else in my chat. You seem to be the only one in my chat right now that actually has been looking into that case. I want to help his mom get the word out, you know, like bottom line, whether you think it's a police cover up or not, you know, you have to understand that it's a missing person and his name needs to be out there. And, you know, just because he's not a child or a woman, you know, his life is just as important. You know, he's got a family that loves him and misses him and wants him home. So I'm gonna do whatever I can to put that out there. Island Gypsy AMI, thank you so much. Just continue to be your positive. Thank you. Appreciate that. His name is Timmy D's, Rojo. I believe he's oh man. It escapes me right now. He's either 23 or 26. But he's got a family that loves him and misses him and is worried about him. And it's just now that law enforcement seems to be really putting some effort into his case. Just now, it's crazy. There have been searches made, but just recently have there been searches made where law enforcement was actually involved and actually put forth effort. And I'm of the opinion that if you're going to put that much effort and prioritize a 5-year-old girl like Summer Wells, you know, that same effort should be put towards anybody, you know, even if they're a 26 or 23-year-old man, you know. Bottom line is there are people that miss him and love him and want him home and want to at least know what happened. And law enforcement has a responsibility to prioritize these things. Right, Pendar, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. That's the whole point, you know. It's not all I want to do with my channel, but I definitely want to use my channel to do that. But I mean, the overall point of this is it's entertainment, man. You know, it, it's you logged on here to be entertained, even if getting facts on a very depressing case entertains you, then yeah, you know what I mean. Welcome, Paint It Black. Welcome. Yeah, you know, but I don't necessarily take requests, Titsy Blonde, and I appreciate you being here from the beginning. But if you've been here from the beginning, then you know how my channel works. I will do whatever the fuck I want. It's just how it is. Sometimes the subject matter will interest you, sometimes it won't, you know? And I get it. You're sick of hearing about white boy radio. Okay, that's great. But, you know, a lot of people aren't. A lot of people find it entertaining. And I'm going to talk about it because it entertains me to talk about it. It does. So congratulations, Hope. Yeah, Dolly's a joke. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess I do that sometimes. I guess that wasn't on my mind tonight, but yeah, take a second if you can to like this stream. Um, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, winter moon. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I'm very proud of the community that I've created here. I'm really grateful for it. Pendar, thank you so much. My 70-year-old hubby is at a gig. I appreciate the live stream and camaraderie, regardless of the subject. Thank you. That means a lot. So, is your 70-year-old husband in a band? Is he out like tearing the shit up right now? Like just wrecking a stage somewhere? Is that what's happening? Or do you just mean gig like a job? Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually, it's necessary to talk about guys like him. You know, nice. He's a bass player. Right on. Right on. What kind of band's he in? I want to know what kind of band's he in. Yeah, I feel like he's necessary to talk about. Like, like somebody like that just running around and now he's not a threat, but you know, when it comes to making fun of people, there are people that deserve to be made fun of and almost need to be made fun of. I don't feel like he's a threat. I don't think that he's making a difference. I don't think that him being a racist is causing the world more harm necessarily, except maybe just that little bit that somebody who's a racist and has stupid racist ideology. Sure. But more than anything, I just think he's just fun to make fun of. He's just content, I mean, look at it like this. Those of you who are talking about me, not doing enough true crime, there are certain cases that catch my attention, and most don't, if I'm being honest. I only talk about the cases that I end up feeling somewhat passionate about to some degree. And those are the cases that I'll talk about. And when there's nothing happening with those cases, and when I'm not going to just talk about cases just to talk about cases. I'm not that kind of creator. So, and I'm not necessarily trying to be a true crime creator. I'm not, I just, there are certain crime cases that I feel passionate about, and then I look deep into, and then I talk about them. And those are the ones that I talk about, period. And I just don't, I just don't, I'm not going to just talk about cases just to talk about cases. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to continue. I'm not going to feed into the Summer Wells bullshit that's going on right now. Like, it's just, Summer Wells, there's nothing happening. There's nothing progressing right now. And I'm not going to just, jump into all the shit talking about Ali and about Jose and about, I'm just not going to do that, man. But anyways, guys, this was a long live, man. This was longer than I normally do. So, and I appreciate most of you guys sticking around up till this point, man. It's amazing. Thanks, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it. And thanks, Dizzy Blonde. You know, and I'm not shitting on you for giving me some criticism, but at the same time, you know, like, you should know me by now, you know. This would feel like work otherwise. You know what I mean? If I was sitting here and I was doing what Annie does, you know, it's almost like a job. You know what I mean? And if you want to consider being consistent a job, well, okay. I mean, you know, to me, yeah, being, you know, so consistent, there's work to it, because naturally I just want to talk about whatever the fuck I want to fucking talk about and hang out with you guys, and that's it. And I only want subscribers that want that, if I'm being totally honest. DD Parks, thank you so much. You entertain me too. Yeah, so yeah, I just refuse to be fucking fake and be like, you know, I'm gonna talk about this case because, you know, blah 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 blah. I mean, it's just, I just rather, you know, I'd rather discuss with you guys what my heart feels, you know, about certain things. I'm not gonna just talk about something because it's being talked about. And sometimes it pulls on my heartstrings because so many people are talking about it. You know, that does happen too. The Gabby Petito thing, I was just like, what the fuck? But the reason why everyone was talking about it was because of the details of that case. We're like, what the fuck? You know, the details of that case were like, dude, this family is just not even talking. They're not even cooperating with Gabby's family. What the fuck is going on? You know, and that was what really got to me. You guys are the best, man. Hey, thanks, guys. I really appreciate you. And yeah. Next up should be the updates on the Barry Morphew trial, the status of Suzanne Morphew, which there really is no status, but as far as Barry Morphew's trial goes, yeah, there's stuff to talk about. So I'm going to go over that, and I'm going to go over the Timmy D's case. And thank you guys for those of you who've taken interest. I really appreciate it. Dissy Blonde, that's funny. Yeah, there's so many channels talking about Johnny Depp. And what's funny is that case, even though really like it should tug at my heartstrings, it just doesn't really. I'm just like, yeah, you know, I hope Johnny Depp wins. I hope it works out for him. I really do. I want to keep seeing Johnny Depp movies. I don't want him to be making bad movies like he has been. But anyways, guys, I love you very much, and we will do this again very soon, my friends.